The Bob and Tom Show.
And the most fun band I've ever seen is AC/DC. But the best is Brian Johnson. He comes out. They can take any song. They all sound the same. It's always the same concert, but it rocks. They can take the hokey pokey and tear it up. They're gonna come out like, put your left foot in. Put your left foot out. Put your left foot in. Can you shake it? Shake it. Shake it all about doing the hokey pokey. They always have a breakout like this. This looks like a hokey pokey crab. You can never understand a word he says, but it sounds so awesome. All you hear him is say, "You ready?" We're gonna say, keep your hands covered, and you're gonna turn. First of all, you ready? Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, hokey pokey. Ooh. This one, I want you to take out all your anger. Ooh. Your wife makes you crazy. Your boss, you want to kick him in the nuts. One last primal scream. Come out. 1, 2, hokey pokey.
How about you? Good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee will be at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, check.
There's Josh Arnold.
Check.
Good morning. There's Ace Cosby.
Check.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's the one and only Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Opened up a little bit of Jim Brewer doing the AC/DC version of the Hokey Pokey. That's just perfect. Thank you very much, Jim. Now, we got a lot to get to today.
How do you feel about Jimbo? You like that? Jimbo?
I like Jimbo.
Jimbo's a friend of mine who
you
love dearly, actually.
Used to work here.
Yeah, Tombo. That can go that way, too. You like Tombo?
Not at all.
Yeah?
No. Didn't they call Brady Tombo briefly because of Tampa?
I tell you what they're calling him now.
What?
Selfish jackass is what they're calling him now.
Give it time. Jeez.
Just felt. And, someone else said yesterday he's not going to finish the season, and he will retire any weekend.
Really? Who
That
was
was
that?
you.
I'm not saying it. It was me.
Oh.
I saw it on the wire. That's right.
I don't think
Wow.
so.
I know you don't think so, but you don't know what a football is, okay?
Okay, well, we'll see.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Do you know
Yes.
how many men are on each side of that football game?
The 11.
Well, why did you have to say it snottily?
Didn't sound like he was having fun at all.
I thought we were having a conversation.
Well, that was my favorite thing in football is the razzle-dazzle. I can't wait to see the return of the Statue of Liberty.
There you go. There's your informed opinion on Tom Brady. I like the razzle dazzle. There's definitely something going on, and he's not having fun anymore. So why would you play? I don't understand these guys.
Maybe the $1 million a week that he makes.
Yeah, but he's how much?
Got enough money.
He's getting a divorce.
It's like Russell Wilson is a mess right now, and he's going to be, and he's not going to. He's got a hamstring problem now, and before that he had a shoulder, and then he got a shot in the shoulder, and everything was fine, and then and now he's not, and just go away, quit, leave us alone.
Brady might actually make money on this divorce. She makes more than he does.
You know what she does though?
What?
Have you seen her walk? Oh my God!
Nice.
That's all she does is walk.
She makes a
walked
lot of money to walk.
Yeah, like $1 billion a step or something. It's ridiculous.
Okay, well, good luck to him. We will be getting to the shoe-in of the week later this week. Oh, congratulations. We're trying to track down our winner. We only had one person who got all the picks right.
So we haven't been able to talk to you yet, so it's your fault if we mispronounce your last name.
It looks like it's Joe Seither from Akron, Ohio. Seither. If you know Joe, tell him he's the winner for the Pigskin Pick'em Week 6. He's the only one who got 13 of 14 games correct.
From the Rubber City.
It's been a rough season to do these picks this year, but he has won himself the Big Green Egg Mini Max, and we got to get a hold of him so he can go up against Chick McGee in the famous Shoe-In of the Week. So, Joe, it could be Seither, it could be either Seither, or
let's call the whole thing off.
It's probably Seither, don't you think?
I don't know. How's it spelled?
Seither, like either.
The EI. No, the EI is what's throwing
Can't
us.
fight the
Seither.
Seither.
Could be EIA.
Okay, well, anyway, Joe, congratulations. You could be a winner. You got to get your entries in for Week 7 by tomorrow night, before the Thursday night game. Just remember, go to bobandtom.com/contest. Make your NFL picks. You don't have to go up against the spread. Have some fun, and you could possibly win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. By the way, North Texas Egg Fest this weekend, coming up Saturday at Sunnyland Outdoor Living in North Dallas. That's where you can check out the Big Green Egg if you're in Texas.
That's going to be a good time.
Oh, you kidding me? Sounds great.
Woohoo! A lot of that.
Mr. Godwin, how are you in there?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Now, is it true yesterday during right at the end of a Pat Godwin song, Tom tried to cut his wrists and...
I don't know if you can see this, but
that's an amazing
I
thing.
have a new puppy, and
don't blame her.
Look, well, I know this one because she has very sharp teeth. As you can see, my right arm is full of blood and scars.
Yikes.
This one's really nasty. I don't know what's going on there.
That is a nasty
It looks
gash.
like I tried to take myself out.
Nasty gash, Tom.
Isn't nasty
During a
gash
song,
a
you
song?
want to try it.
Nasty gash. Pat, we got some songs coming up. I know that.
Okay.
Got a couple tributes we're very excited about. I should also point out Pat's album doing very well in the comedy charts.
Good.
Downloadable, and 4 of the new Bob and Tom albums that we just have released.
It's not doing so great on the ballad chart. Not doing great at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't know how we're doing, but I know that there's 4 of our albums in that top 40 of the.
We're all in the top 10 for a while now.
What are they called? The streaming charts. So we just released a bunch of stuff. If you're a fan and haven't heard some of the stuff for a while, some of the stuff we can no longer play on the radio is now available for your dining and dancing pleasure. It's downloadable here and there, and streaming in lots of different places. So check it out, please. Now, coming up in sports, we have one.
We have Major League Baseball playoffs, including, Game 1, the Padres and Phillies. I'll give you a hint. Phillies won, surprisingly, in San Diego.
That's a big hit.
How about that? And the Yankees advanced. They beat Cleveland last night. Sorry, Tom. And my boy, Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay, says yesterday at the NFL owners meeting, there is merit to remove Dan Snyder as owner of the Commanders. Wow. I don't know if anything's going to happen, but we're starting the conversation.
I say Jimmy and Dan one-on-one. I'll put my money on Jimmy. That's all I'm saying.
Karaoke contest?
Oh, that'd be good, too. Jimmy's good, too. I like Jimmy singing. But I would, I don't either boxing gloves, wrestling, or weightlifting. Anything involving punching, I think Mr. Snyder would be just delightful.
We don't know the man, let's be honest.
He could be an expert at Krav Maga. You don't know that.
True.
Any of the martial
Watch those
arts. I have no idea.
I don't know if it's an asking contest.
Yesterday, Christy announced that she is in search of a costume for a costume party.
I actually realized I have a couple at home I could use.
Good.
I have a hippie chick one, and I have Roaring 20s.
What's the hippie chick thing?
You saw it. I wore it at that dating game thing. Do you remember that?
Oh, I do remember that. That's
like
cute.
a floral little mini dress with white go-go boots.
Kind of a braless, let's go ball look.
Well, I guess I could go braless.
A braless, let's go ball look.
When you say let's go ball, people think you mean let's go play basketball. Now, no one uses the expression.
That's the whole point, though, Willie. It's supposed to be a reference to those Janis Joplin era, carrying around a thing of what she drinks, Southern Comfort.
Yeah.
And Yikes. Want a ball? Ugh.
No, I don't.
Yeah, actually,
No?
Janice, no thanks.
Wash your hair.
Oh,
Get a
Pat.
beautiful smile.
Go wash your hair.
A little deodorant would be nice.
Yeah, no patience for hippies.
No, maybe
You know who
use some of
went
that.
to,
use some of that heroin money on some BO bomb there.
You know who
baby.
went to high school with Janice was Jimmy Johnson, head coach of the Cowboys.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Really? She was,
Yeah.
I think she was the
Same high school.
valedictorian, actually. I
Yeah, they
believe.
called her nickname in high school was Beatweeds.
Are you serious?
BEAT weed WEEDS. I'm not sure what it means, but that was her name.
I think Mr. McGee is correct on all counts.
Wow.
But I like this hippie chick idea.
Yeah.
Like you have some beads and hair.
They'd be
bands.
easy to do.
The flapper girl looks good, too.
Do you have any
Yeah.
round glasses?
No, but
Go ahead and say it. We know you want to.
T-shades. We all know that you want to say it.
I could get
It's
some.
not just me anymore that's had it with your crap. It's everyone.
You're trying to go as a woman of a certain era, a so-called hippie chick. The T-shades would be cool.
I never heard those two words together in my life.
And boy, you were alive.
I was
weren't you?
alive a long time.
Yeah, you were living
half my
through all
life.
that.
I was alive half my life before I got here.
8
And
Miles High, the Birds. Roger
T-shade.
McGuinn, T-shades. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. And I've always heard Roger McGuinn's a jackass.
No,
I've always
Roger
heard
McGuinn
that.
was in here. He could not have been nicer. The man is a brilliant
I couldn't
songwriter. and
disagree.
singer.
Was McGuire here, too?
McGuinn and McGuire couldn't get any higher, and that's what they were aiming at.
In L.A., you know that.
It's a great Peter, Paul, and Mary song. Thank you very much.
They did that in the canyon, man. They did it in the canyon.
Well, Christy, someone had a great idea yesterday. You could go as a pumpkin with a big orange T-shirt. And
Somebody sent me a picture of that costume.
then your boyfriend would just wear a T-shirt that just says in big letters, Peter, Peter.
But Pat had an addendum to that.
Wearing a bib that says Peter, Peter.
Or you could just have a name tag
You don't
that
have too many
says,
songs today, Pat. That joke's good enough for the rest of the day. God, that makes me laugh.
no, just have a name tag that says Peter. You don't have to overkill. Yeah, and a bib. Peter and a bib. That's all you need.
True.
Yeah.
I think you need Peter, Peter. Because the phrase is
Here, I'll
Peter,
show you.
Peter, pumpkin eater, not Peter, pumpkin eater.
Chick, you're talking to Captain Overkill over here.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No, I'm the king of the
No, a
setup.
lot of times
Kitchen
during
sink
the
Johnny.
holidays, there are iconic images and items that are associated with each holiday. And for Halloween,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with a pumpkin. Now, a pumpkin...
Explains a
And
gourd from the
pumpkins are
gourd
used on
family.
what holiday?
Now, who is that? Who is that in the costume?
Somebody that sent to me on Twitter.
And if you're familiar with
The lady
nursery
was-
rhymes, you know about Peter, the pumpkin eater.
They always repeat the name.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to get it right. So you're not going to go with that?
Oh, here's this piece of crap. Hang on a second.
This song is awesome.
It's a great song.
Mamas and the Pops are great.
This isn't the Mamas and the Papas.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's Peter, Paul, and Mary.
No, this is Mamas and Papas.
No, they're imitating the Mamas and Papas.
Are you really?
Yes.
My bad.
This
I would have put money down.
This is a song about that scene.
Creek Alley?
The Mamas and the Papas.
Oh,
They'll say Michelle and Cass are swaying.
You know, Mama Cass couldn't
All
hit
right,
it.
I'm going to do the hippie thing.
John
It's
Phillips
easy.
was a taskmaster, and Mama couldn't hit a certain note until she got hit in the head with a pipe in the bathroom. Did you hear that story? And after she got hit in the head, she could hit the note.
He was apparently quite a prick. But
Why did Peter, Paul, and Mary not do more songs like that?
Instead of the bad
Instead
song.
of California Dreamin'.
you'd be surprised how many great
I
artists.
know, I meant Peter, Paul, and Mary. Sorry. Why didn't Peter, Paul, and Mary do more songs like that?
Because that was a song they were kind of imitating another band.
Well, they should have kept it up.
Yeah, they did they do Puff the Magic Dragon as
Yeah,
well?
they did it till
Horribly.
my ears bleed.
Well, that
Yeah.
song's not Creek Alley. That's not Creek Alley.
The song we just played was Creek Alley.
No, Creek Alley is a Mamas and the Papas song. McGuinn and McGuinn.
Okay. I'm getting very confused.
We're all confused.
We're late.
Okay.
Jeez. And all is
That'll
well
put you right back to sleep, won't
in
it?
the land of Galilee.
Okay. Didn't she do a knock?
Shut up, man.
Oh, Hanali. I said Galilee. I meant, boy, can I go back to bed?
This is what he gets for talking this damn early. You should never do it.
You could do a. Make it Galilee, make it turn it into Christian rock, I suppose. Someone's probably done that. Right now, I want to talk about the gift-giving season. Just around the corner, if not already. This is where Steven Singer Jewelers comes in. Steven Singer can be found very easily by going to IHateStevenSinger.com.
Steven Singer, the diamond flinger.
That's not the motto, but
Okay.
you could try that. Steven Singer, he doesn't just do fake sales or have phony pricing games. It's the perfect price, 365 days a year. That's why the other jewelers just don't like Steven Singer. They hate him. Steven Singer focuses on what really matters. He is in the love business. Find out by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, the best guarantee in the business, unbeatable 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. And the famous free shipping, both directions if you have to send it back. But these rings are gorgeous. You can do the one-click thing on an engagement ring and just get it in the next couple of days. Online, IHateStevenSinger.com. Real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. And, of course, he's always backed by the Steven Singer Singers. That's right. What other jeweler has his own band? IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we'll figure out what we're talking about. Who's Peter, Paul, and Mary. We have sculpture in the news. Not naked, but a world record.
Oh.
And some other delightful stories, including interesting things in the news about talking dirty ghosts.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, that's interesting. That's coming up. What did you just say?
Boobs. the ghost loves boobs.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course,
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
it's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Number 6 of the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up. Here's a look at things you may have missed this morning. President Joe Biden will announce the release of 15 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Reserve as part of a response to recent production cuts announced by OPEC Plus nations, according to senior administration officials. He'll also say more oil sales are possible this winter as his administration rushes to be seen as pulling out all stops ahead of next month's midterm elections. The Strategic Reserve now contains roughly 400 million barrels of oil, its lowest level since 1984. UK inflation accelerated to a 40-year high in September as the soaring cost of food squeezed household budgets. The Office for National Statistics says consumer price index rose 10% compared with 9.9 the previous month. The new data shows inflation returned to the July peak and is once again at the highest since early 1982. Food prices leapt by 14.5% from a year earlier in the UK. That's the biggest jump since 1980. The rise increases expectations the Bank of England will raise interest rates further and faster as it struggles to return inflation to its 2% target. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But And honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
We had a guy die there.
Oh, that's right. I know the story.
I've seen some
bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. A comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing. Died.
He stopped breathing. Died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead.
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there.
We left him.
So you all the second show. So you all went home.
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning.
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both staying in the same condo. Larry answered. He beat me to the phone. He got there. And he says, "What? Who? Dead."
That's Larry Reed.
Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead.
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who? Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, "Frickin' Ron's dead."
That's it.
That was it.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, Josh got me all confused.
About?
Yes, but
well, you want to dress as a hippie chick for it. So
no, somebody suggested on Twitter, and that clicked in my head. I go, oh, I have that outfit because I have a dress and the white go-go boots and the whole thing.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so the hippie chick is that's kind of more of a braless, hairy armpits.
Okay, then what am I talking
What's
about?
that perfume that they all wear?
Patchouli.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Which is what hell smells like.
So you're more hippie chic, whereas Tom prefers the bohemian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if you have the go-go boots, that's a whole different thing.
Well, what is that then?
I don't think they're called go-go boots anymore, are they?
But again, that we're going back in time for the costume. But then Josh mentioned the song "I Dig Rock and Roll Music" by Peter, Paul, and Mary, which references the Mamas and the Papas.
Yes, yeah.
And then Creek Alley is the Mamas and the Papas, and that's the one that's also
McGuinn and McGuire
music. Yeah, McGuinn and McGuire still getting higher in L.A. You know where that's at. Okay, it gets very complicated. But Michelle Phillips would be a good model for the hippie chick.
Oh yeah,
very, very.
This is kind of what I have. I'll show you a picture of it.
Okay, well,
so then you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about. Because they don't call them go-go boots. What do they call them then?
I think the hippie chick has got sandals, braless, hairy armpits. Oh yeah, that's more of a twiggy swinging 60s
mod.
Yeah.
All right, mod.
Carnaby Street. You're looking for that look.
The British.
The British invasion, dancing in a glass booth.
Yeah.
On the Lloyd Thaxton show.
Who is Lloyd Thax?
That'll be today's obscure reference of the day.
Okay.
Well, we're not halfway through. Are you kidding me?
They have bands lip syncing songs. It's the guitars aren't plugged in, that sort of thing.
One of those shows where women were dancing in like giant bird cages.
Yeah.
Doing the frug, whatever the hell that is.
Laugh-In had that. Goldie Hawn did that. And
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There you go. So you're going to be a go-go dancer kind of thing.
Well, maybe. I mean, that's an option.
Okay. I like the hippie chick, the sandals, braless.
Don't shave.
Don't shave your armpits. When is this party?
It's on the 29th, right before Halloween.
I'm fascinated you're still going to Halloween parties. I haven't said yes.
We could get some faux armpit hair. That would be that'd be a great costume. Get like huge.
You guys are
huge armpit hair.
Oh, is that what turns you on?
No, but it would be hilarious. You want to get laughs, don't you?
And you should know
Wait a
this.
minute.
He's trying to make you look stupid.
You want to get laughs, don't you?
Yeah.
No.
It's a Halloween party.
You know what's an easy costume that would be kind of fun? You and your boyfriend, Cheech and Chong.
No.
Just all you need is like a winter's cap, a wife beater, if you will.
I got some props for you.
Willie has the accoutrement.
That would make the party more fun.
Yeah, there may be cops there. You better have the
I
fake
swear
pop.
to God, it was that bastard Willie Griswold.
You'd be a really cute Cheech. Get a little fake mustache.
She doesn't want to wear a mustache.
I'm telling you,
Chong.
if you
wear a beard
with a full beard, yeah.
If you get what do they call those merkins? Those pubic
I'm
wigs.
not doing that.
Just a second.
Be funny.
Not
That would
done.
be funny, though.
I'm not asking you to put on fake pubic hair, but put them under your armpits. You'd be like really bushy armpits and like a hippie chick dress, sandals. You could put beads around your head. The hairy armpits are. Did you see, Christy? I'm telling you, that's going to sell it.
It's not. Okay.
Or just get like a necklace with a peace sign and put a flower in your ear, right? You can do it that way too. It's pretty easy. The hippie chick. You don't have to do the hairy armpits. You don't have to go gross.
If you don't want to win the contest.
I don't want to win a contest. There's no contest.
If you want to get drummed out of the Hall of Fame that you were just put
bunch
into.
of adults having
Too lazy
fun.
to put hair in her armpits. And then your boyfriend, he could be like one of those hippies in the early episodes of Dragnet, where no one had real long hair, so they would just give the guy a headband, and he'd say "man" at the end of every sentence.
He has like military hair. I don't think he can pull that off.
He's round. Tom has never had more fun than he's having right now. He's oblivious to the fact that none of us are participating. He's just,
it's all him right now.
He's down the road.
Christy, if he's got that really clean haircut, he could go as a CIA agent undercover as a hippie. She's like, "Hello, friends. Can I get some of that marijuana that we're smoking together?"
You know, and there's no bigger hippie in this room right now than you when you were that age with the big long. Your hair was down past your shoulder. Mm-hmm. You were full of "don't hassle me, man."
Didn't you have a? I was never able to speak hip.
I'm not buying that.
No. Drew Hastings can speak hip. I don't think I ever used the word hassle without trying to be ironic.
Don't hassle me, man.
The benefits of a classical education.
How's that one?
Okay. That's a reference to Die Hard. We have a Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom
You
Sports
had your day.
Yeah, your silk screening years.
Oh, no, certainly. But I mean,
Did you ever say this back in those days?
Go ahead.
So, you want a ball or what? Did you ever say that?
Hey.
No, I would never have used the phrase, "do you want a ball?" again, without trying to be funny.
I don't.
No.
Hey, why don't you go wash your hair so we can ball?
You're out in New York City, you're going to Columbia University, you've got the long blonde hair. Oh my God, what a vision. And here he comes down the street and you see someone and you look at her and you go, okay, I'm going to throw it out. Here we go.
Foxy, would you throw that out?
4, 3, 2.
Are you taking Eugene Damasio's architecture class? Oh, me too. I saw you.
I see. All right.
Mr. Sadamaso, the man's a genius.
Sadamaso, and you kept a straight face?
The guy was
Sadamaso, that's one of your characters.
He was brilliant.
He was brilliant, so you're not going to make fun of his name.
I made fun of his name. I just stated his name. You made fun of it.
Sadamaso, like you did it.
How can you not make fun of Sadamaso?
There's so many funny elements of it.
We're just finding out about Christy, we're getting listeners, of course, are partaking in you dressing up for Halloween. Tell Christy not to forget that hippie chicks wear a halter top.
Yeah, they do a lot of times.
What's that?
Side boob.
Halter top is the that ties around your neck and no back.
Oh, see, that'd be, and then you can have the big hairy armpits.
God.
Yeah, it really does lend
See,
itself.
you don't understand. You don't have to grow them. We just go buy a couple of cheap toupees, cut them up, and glue them to your armpits.
I understand.
In my mind, I don't think a halter top has anything you tie around your neck. It's
Yeah, it does.
No, it's just like an ace bandage around
No,
your
that's a
boobs.
tube top. Different.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're missing the point here. You want to have to douse yourself in patchouli.
No.
That everyone's going to go, oh my God, what's things? Oh, it's Christy. She's doing her hippie.
What was that other Musk? Remember that?
I think that was a guy thing. Musk was a guy,
No,
wasn't it?
girls wore it.
I don't know, but I
Musk
like
oil.
hippie chick. I think it'd be fun.
We'll see.
Do you have any sandals?
Do I have any sandals?
Do you have
I'm
any
a
sandals
woman.
made with like recycled tires? You ever seen those? Where the bottoms of the sandals were tires? That was the early days. What is that called? Upcycling?
Yeah.
They would turn tires into sandals. I had a pair of those. They're really cool. Of course, mine had the spikes on them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Remember they used to have the radials with the spikes until they realized it was ripping the roads to shreds?
Yeah.
I had white wall sandals. Those are pretty cool, yeah.
Nice. That must have been a good year. Stop it.
Firestone, but that's still, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think people out there probably have some suggestions to augment your hippie.
Oh, I've been getting lots of them.
Sure.
That's a really good one.
What's the last Halloween party you went to in costume? And can you remember what costume?
I remember one.
The best one I ever went to, as far as I'm concerned, I went in the peak of the Renee Richards scandal. Remember this?
God.
No,
Dr. Dick Raskin was a tremendous tennis player. And I believe he was an ophthalmologist.
I don't.
And
know.
he did a very visible sex change transition.
Sure.
Oh, what era was this?
Late 70s, probably.
He was one of the first.
Back when,
but a lot of publicity, and with no disrespect, I
when
went as Renee Richards,
The former doctor.
yeah, the tennis player, because she became a professional tennis player.
Gotcha.
So I had a ladies' tennis dress on.
Oh my God!
I bet you love
big hairy armpits. Yeah, it was a theme.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 tennis balls hanging on a necklace.
So everyone was offended. That's
In today's world, that would be somewhat offensive.
Yes.
In my mind, I was just bringing to light the unusual diversity of contemporary American culture.
You were furthering diversity.
Yeah.
in your mind.
Yeah,
You were drawing attention to it.
My sister happened to be in town, just by chance, from England, and she did some frappe thing, whatever you call it, with my hair.
Oh, okay. What does it look like?
What would you? What's it
You're
called?
right.
A perm?
Frappe.
A bouffant. I don't know what she did. Some poofy thing, and it was hilarious.
Did you hook up that night? Dressed like that?
Yes, Tom and his sister hooked up.
All right, Tom.
If she's not good enough for me, she's not good enough for anybody else. By the way, coming up in the news, we have an incredibly bizarre story about a stabbing that came about due to a borrowed sex toy among relatives.
This story's got everything.
Yeah, this will not be a Hallmark
Is this
movie.
the Baker family?
Yeah.
Hey, cuz, where's my dildo?
Doesn't that sound like Donnie's family?
Okay. In the meantime, I will remind you of a couple quick things. We have a winner in the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em.
We have a winner.
Week 6. Is that right? Is this week 6?
I don't know.
It's Joe Seether from Akron, Ohio. Joe, if it's you, give us a call or give us an email. We'll track you down because we want you to be participating with Chick McGee coming up with the shoe-in of the week. Joe had 13 of 14 games correct, and he was the only one that did. He won himself a big green egg mini max. You can win this week. You got to get your entry in prior to the Thursday night game. So you've got all day today and tomorrow to make your picks. You don't have to go up against the spread. Have some fun while I'm at it. I'll remind you do that by going to bobandtom.com/contest. We got a double dose of contests happening right now because we have the Orange Insoles Yeti Cooler Sweepstakes. Win a beautiful Yeti Cooler from orangeinsoles.com. Info on that is at orangeinsoles.com or at bobandtom.com/contest. Enough of that. Let's move to the sports page with that very handsome man over there. That's Chick McGee.
Bryce Harper homered again. Kyle Schwarber, Schwarby, hit a jaw-dropping 488-foot drive into the second. And yeah, Bryce, have you seen the picture of Bryce Harper?
That's what he's doing?
Jaw-dropping, yeah. He broke the internet with, and I guess the crack of the bat when Schwarber hit it was really very loud. 120 miles an hour, the ball left the bat.
Oh, boy.
The highest speed ever that they have since they've been recording this sort of thing. The Phillies win 2-0 over San Diego, the opening game of the American League Wild Card National League Championship Series. In the American League, Giancarlo Stanton, make love to someone tonight, and Aaron Judge both homered, and they beat Cleveland yesterday 5-1 at the stadium, and now they barely had time to celebrate. They had to get on the plane because Game 1 of the American League Championship Series this evening in Houston.
Isn't that crazy?
They got to go, man. They got to go.
And now these Judge home runs are just icing on the cake. Just so fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. Fall ball,
Tom. Fall ball.
Here come the Judge.
Yankees in Houston, 7:30 Eastern tonight. Phillies and Padres game 2, 4:30 Eastern this afternoon on a television set near you. And the NFL owners are meeting in New York. Boy, would you like to be a fly on the wall on that?
Ooh.
Yeah, me neither. And Colts owner, though, Jim Irsay, steps up for the Chickster. He says this is the first public remarks we've had on this situation. Irsay says there is, quote, merit to remove, close quote, Dan Snyder as owner of the Washington Commanders. Irsay is the first NFL owner to publicly state that his controversial counterpart should go. Snyder's status has been widely debated for years. He's a little son of a bitch. Amid several scandals and investigations and ruining
on ESPN.
Ruining
they're doing this story, and the
ruining of
the newsreader goes, Jimmy Irsay is a challenge. Dan Snyder, son of a bitch.
Mr. Cook left everything in place, and then he shat all over it.
Oh, boy. The NFL owners meetings. Can you imagine how nice those deli trays are? Oh, I bet they have the finest cold cuts.
Oh, yeah. Capicola. They got mozzarella. They got turkey. They got like pastrami roasted turkey, that kind of stuff.
Look at this. Come on, look at this. And apparently at the owners' meeting, Robert Kraft and Jerry Jones got into a war of words that ended with Jerry Jones shouting, "Don't F with me," to Robert Kraft.
Are you serious?
And Kraft flipped around and said, "What did you say?" And Jerry goes, "Don't mess with me, okay?" So they're fighting.
Oh.
This might end in a fist fight. It might be. Plus, Dan.
Would you watch that on pay-per-view, billionaires fist fighting?
Yes.
If it's Kraft and Jones, yeah. I'd like to see that. I think Jerry Jones might be, well, I don't know.
He's kind of scrappy.
That's a tough one.
Jerry Jones would kick.
Yeah, but he's
so fragile looking.
He fools you because he's had a lot of plastic surgery. Yeah. Remember, he had his whole entire face refitted not that long ago. It was amazing. And little Danny Snyder sent a letter to the NFL ownership, an open letter that just says, "Dear, comma." That's how it starts.
Really?
I hope that you and your family are doing well.
What?
So this is a form letter
this
that
is
got
an
leaked?
open letter to the NFL owners, yes.
Okay.
I would like to address a recent ESPN article that contains false and, well, we'll have more of this letter.
Okay.
He has information to his fellow owners about some misreporting.
Okay. Now, Christy just got this letter in suggesting, since you've decided to go as a hippie chick, and we don't know what to do about your boyfriend, this is very, very good. Thank you, JP. Have Christy's boyfriend go as Charles Manson.
Oh.
That's true.
Guys, have you seen him? He's not anything like Charles Manson.
Sure, you have to put a swastika on your forehead. Sure.
No.
Yeah, put a fake
Don't
beard
use a Sharpie. Put a big beard on, and then walk around with a helter-skelter T-shirt.
They have to drive to the party.
I'm spacing the names of the girls that were. We love Charlie. Had his
a Squeaky from.
Squeaky and.
Oh boy.
One of them.
Some heiress. Yeah.
One of them got parole, right, or something like that.
I think they decided not to. Right now,
don't look too much into the Manson.
Okay. No, don't.
We have a lot to get to today. Right now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Tough to train your brain to stay in what we call problem-solving mode when you're faced with all the challenges so many of us face these days. This is where therapy comes in. they've been talking about it a lot, that it's okay to be not okay. So that means you can get yourself some help. That's where therapy comes in, and a therapist from BetterHelp may be able to help you. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is an interesting option because it's convenient, very accessible, and extremely affordable. And by the way, it's all done online. And when I say that, it could be done with camera on, camera off. It could be done with even texting back and forth with a therapist, whatever works for you. And it's easy to switch therapists. And again, it's much more affordable than in-person therapy. So if you're having some issues, try therapy. And one of the ways to do it is with BetterHelp.com. And there's a special offer, by the way, for listeners of this show. It's BetterHelp.com/BT show to knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. When we come back, we'll continue to pursue Christy's costume.
Okay.
And I think the key to this is the armpit hair for the hippie chick. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every West...
Story out of Japan about a product that they sell. They're called panty scrunchies.
Right.
Here's the story. It's in Japanese. Apparently, it's pantsu sushu or shushu, S-H-U-S-H-U, which translates, according to this news account, as panty scrunchies. They're tiny panties that, when tied, they turn into scrunchies. And according to this, they're just over $6 American.
And I looked at those online,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I said even back a couple of weeks ago, I go, well, that's just like every other pair of thongs in my drawer. You could just make any pair of
So if you were
panties
in a
into
pinch,
a scrunchie.
in a pinch, if you needed to have a ponytail holder,
I could grab a pair of.
and as I point out, you'd be like a slutty magician all of a sudden. Just a second, honey, I'm going to get a ponytail. You reach between your legs. Woof. Ta-da! You're the slutty magician. And
these panties are very large, though.
Yeah, these are bigger
No, these are not your panties. Can
These
I see
are
them?
mine, actually.
These are yours?
Yes.
Are they?
They
have
look
you
sexy.
worn
They look
those?
good.
I have never worn those.
Well, these would fall off.
Yeah, they're
one size fits all.
Well, they don't
Thongs
look
come
that-
one size fits all.
They
a lot.
do?
Yeah, they do. Unfortunately.
Where do the legs go? These are confusing
That's-
me. Oh, I see. Oh, I got it.
Whoopsie.
I got it. There we
Never
go.
seen a pair? What's going
Not
on?
like this. Not at this angle.
Oh, I like those.
They're very nice, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
they're quite comfortable, actually.
Josh, these might fit you. These are quite roomy.
Well, hey,
set yourself up for that one, pal, didn't you?
You want to try them on after I'm done putting them in
Sure,
my hair?
I'm
All right.
game.
You can
You can have them if
no,
you'd
you
like.
could make these into a jaunty beret.
eBay, here I
Now
go.
you're handing out panties to guests?
All guests in the Bob and Tom Show received monogram Bob and Tom.
You cannot
I do
take
have
that.
Bob and Tom. I do have a Bob and Tom
to
thong in
give
the
you an
other
idea,
room.
these are. This is actually falling off my head.
Oh, yeah. Well, you
Really
didn't scrunch
something.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
you
you're
didn't.
not making it a scrunchie. You're making it a beret.
Look at
That's
this.
totally
I
different.
mean, there's room for
Seriously.
There's room for a large woman.
A four-yoker in there.
With these on. Okay, make these
They're
into a
one
scrunchie.
size fits all. I can't
Okay.
help that.
His head did
Hello.
kind of look like an ass cheek while it was sticking.
Here, Christy Lee now has her
my
panties back.
gosh.
They're red, kind of frilly.
Yeah, they're lace.
They're reinforced in the
red.
appropriate areas
Yeah,
where there
so
might be,
all you do.
Okay,
is-
now Christy's making a ponytail. Christy has lovely hair. Now you're gonna have to like double that thing over like 8 times. Those are
Right,
such
that's
big
my
panties.
point. That's why the bigger ones, I mean, the smaller Japanese panties would work better.
Okay.
But you could still make this work. I
Okay,
mean,
and that's
I don't
fine.
even think you would know that those were panties.
would you know?
No,
Turn around, let's
except
see.
for the smell.
Well-
Except for the smell, you'd have no.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you would never know.
I said they were clean, for
Oh,
God's
I'm
sake.
sorry.
They've never been worn. But yeah, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
just looks like a lace,
Sure.
a lace scrunchie. You would
It does
never.
look nice.
Yeah.
So this is a little trick now. If you're doing the walk of shame, ladies, you can
well, if
tie
you're
your hair back.
or if you're anticipating the walk of shame. See,
Oh,
this
so you
is-
have an extra pair of panties
Yeah. See, this is thinking ahead.
So you
Right.
pull
with
your
you. Or
hair
if you
back.
have explosive diarrhea.
That's true as well.
There we
I
go.
think you're going to need a backup pair.
Usually take your panties
You
off
know,
before
usually
you
women
have...
just carry them in their purse,
Okay.
but I guess you could do that.
It's kind of cool. Good to know.
So anybody could do it.
And so she's right. Christy's right. Any panties will work.
Well, almost. I don't know if granny panties would work.
Oh,
but
true,
The
yeah,
smaller,
yeah.
the little thong ones do.
Well, good to know. That's a little. You should send that tip to Cosmo. We could send him the video. We have made a little video here of Christy putting on her panties on her
I'm
head.
sure that was very exciting.
So you need to use them as the hair tie before you use them as panties. I had it backwards.
Yes, Tom. You don't use dirty panties as
I see.
hair.
Did anybody else just see Christy shake her hair out like that? It was
Put
pretty
that in
awesome.
slow motion.
It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Friday, 8 p.m.
Hi, excuse me. I'm having a dinner party and I've run out of coffee. Might I borrow some?
Sure,
here you go.
A few minutes later.
Excuse me. Could I trouble you again for some more coffee?
I just gave you some 10 minutes ago.
I know, but my guests are really big coffee drinkers.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
What?
Do you live here alone?
Yeah, why?
Shortly thereafter.
You again?
I need more coffee.
It's impossible.
Okay, but it is possible that you want me.
No. Good night.
2 minutes after that.
Go away.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. The coffee is so good, he'll come back again and again and again.
More coffee. More coffee.
Go away.
Some coffee.
I'm going to call the police.
You want it so bad.
I'm calling 911.
You want it so bad.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. Share some with a neighbor. Stalker's Choice. It's what obsessive-compulsive relationships are made of.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Vegetarians always want to force feed you their food, of course. I mean, the garden burger. The garden burger, it tastes just like a hamburger.
No, it doesn't.
A garden burger is to hamburger what a post-op transvestite is to a woman. It looks something like it, but one whiff will tell you that's not tuna fish, it's cat food, and it's not fit for human consumption.
Hey, wait a minute.
You know you're too hot and you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on, you realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too hot.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God.
A great final performance at the Ruoff.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yes,
That's
sir.
Right. Yeah, there's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
He's over there, and I have to know anybody else? Pat seems a little hornier today than usual, doesn't it?
Hornier?
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what's wrong with Pat in a second.
All right.
Oh, God.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Okay, I got a couple things going. I got to ask a closed circuit favor from our listeners in a second. But first, the Pat situation.
Okay.
As you know, Pat usually gets here shortly after I do. This morning he came in a little bit later, but he walks in and he goes, I looked at the news. Then he starts dicking with the coffee machine for 15 minutes. I don't know what he's doing with it. And then he goes, I've got nothing.
Can anybody else? No. Can anybody else jump in here and help me with this? Because somebody,
I got this.
I don't know if you're doing an impression of me talking about you.
You're so bad with the coffee machine. They got you your own coffee machine.
Yeah. Hey, he's sticking with the coffee machine.
We had to dumb it down for you. We had to get you your own.
That's the way I like my life in general. The point is,
Anyway.
so because Pat and I always go back and forth. We get various ideas to do knockoffs on today's news stories, and admittedly, I didn't really see anything either. But then it suddenly dawned on me that Pat, do you mind if I say anything about your personal life that you have?
Well, it's going well.
Yeah, Pat has this lady friend now.
Last night was date night, or as I call it, douche night. Douche.
Whatever that means, don't ever do it again.
You've got to stop doing that in front of me.
I insist you replace good morning and goodbye with douche.
No, don't ever say that again.
I think we all should start doing douche.
Pat was talking about his sex life with me, and I was grossed out. And he goes, "Why are you grossed out?" I go, "Because you're like my godfather, Pat. I've known you my whole life. That's why it's gross." He goes, "Come on, sex is beautiful." And I go, "Oh,
he's right. Now you can talk to me anytime.
I talk to you a lot. You know that.
You don't talk to me anyway, period.
No, you don't care.
A gentleman doesn't talk about this sort of thing. So the point is,
I'm not a Pat fan, basically.
I mean, sometimes you read about major artists and they get into a case of writer's block because they're just so happy.
Don't say that around Pat. Now he's going to.
What are you doing?
No, this is so toxic.
Now something bad's going to happen.
No, he's good. Pat knows it's
Divorce is great for comedy, though. I mean, a lot of material there, but when things are going good, it's rougher, you know?
Gosh,
I came in today.
The Godwin well never runs dry.
You guys are so funny with your conversations and banter you're having right now. It's all fun, isn't it?
I'm just saying, sometimes it's better to be miserable than would you rather hear James Taylor go, "Whenever I see your smiling face"? No. You want him to go, "Oh, my God, she killed herself. That's so sad. Let's sing this song."
Whoa.
You all know that hit.
What is that?
Fire and Rain.
No, I like Carolina in my mind. I'd never heard that angle before, but maybe so.
So, Pat, I guess you don't really have anything for today, is what you're saying.
Well, look, even if I start to play, it comes out like this. Is that funny, is it?
It's too happy.
I got nothing. Nothing funny to say. Because, Tommy, I'm in a great mood, yeah. Good things are coming my way.
Yeah, you see? And this is supposed to be a Cure parody.
I got nothing. Nothing funny today. Oh, 'cause I'm in love, yeah. No funny songs to play. No more drama, no more stress. I'm not hungover, I'm not depressed. No more sad, lonely times. I'm not horny, chick, I'm satisfied. I got nothing. Yeah, nothing funny to sing. So I'll just sit here and enjoy the show and not write a doggone thing.
Yeah. All right.
To see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. Thank you very much, Pat. We'll get something from Pat's new album. Patty G, by the way, the new album is called Christmas Bonus, and it's already doing great on the streaming charts. And by the way, we just released a bunch of classic Bob and Tom stuff that's never been available, and I think we have 4 albums on the streaming chart right now. So,
Patty, you should be happy all the time. It shouldn't matter if there's a woman in your life or not.
I know.
You bring the happy, not
It's
her.
absolutely true.
Your happiness is in your own hands.
That's right.
It is in my
no, you lose the half part of that. Okay. Now, once again,
That's funny.
Very.
Here's something kind of fun. We were talking about classic hippies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We live in the world of classic rock.
Sure.
And
We live in a world.
we do. I mean,
I'm going to make this proclamation.
Yeah, talk about
We
things
live in
that
a world of classic.
we all kind of fell for it for about a half a second, then went, well, that means nothing.
We live in a world.
Keep talking, Tom.
we
You're
were
doing
talking
great.
yesterday about certain movies
Attaboy.
and how certain movies use music for certain sort of touchstones. And we got talking about the Zac Efron movie.
You started talking about it because you've been talking about it for 2.5 weeks. Nowhere near the record, by
mentioned
the way.
it twice.
No, that's
the
not true.
greatest beer
Twice
run
in an
ever.
hour. Here we go.
But the movies use music in a very logical way.
Yeah. People are aware of movies and soundtracks. People are aware.
Never mind.
It all started with The Graduate. Scarborough Fair was an incredible edition.
Mike Nichols was listening to Simon and Garfunkel. He thought, hey,
popular music. I hadn't been in soundtracks prior to that.
A fascinating story about the use of music, I believe, in
here we go.
American graffiti.
Yeah.
But we'll
And now we'll have more from Boar's Corner.
Oh, wait a minute. I love that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please discuss more about Dan Snyder. I can't wait to hear more about.
Glad you asked.
All right.
A word from our sponsor, White Paint.
Yes, you know.
Fortunately, that right.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, yes, this is Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, Jerry.
As owner of the Dallas Cowboys, I'm guessing by now you've heard on the international news wire about me addressing Robert Kraft.
You got into an altercation with Mr. Kraft, is what I heard.
Well, as owner of the Dallas Cowboys, I think I speak for us all that the last thing we need is some swarmy, overpaid NFL billionaire popping off. Especially one that just got married, and here I take the time, as owner of the Dallas Cowboys, to send a gold-plated Whitman sampler.
Delicious.
And enclosed was a $40 coupon to the finest Asian massage parlor in Foxborough. Before I was rudely interrupted as owner of the Dallas Cowboys, I was just trying to convey to the competition committee that if a certain team goes years, perhaps even decades, without winning a Super Bowl, I believe, for the sake of fairness, we should all find common ground for the good of the game, a path that allows us to buy our way in.
I see.
And Josh, you're correct. The deli tray is magnificent.
Gotta get in there.
You've not had Black Forest ham until you've had it with Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Let little Bob know the next time he wants to speak to me, I'll be neck deep in my hot tub that seats 12, shaped like Texas Stadium.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
He does.
More sports coming up.
And what will Christy? Sorry.
That's
what will Christy do for the Halloween party? So have we at least settled on the hippie chick? So we can just start augmenting that costume for you?
Sure, to make this go smoother. I'm going to agree
Speed
with
things
you.
along, yes. Yes, indeed.
Just go as armpit hair. That's what he wants.
Patchouli, armpit hair, braless.
As an armpit.
Could you go braless with like just gigantic falsies?
Well,
that's kind of
gigantic falsies, braless with huge armpit hair. Oh, you'd win the contest.
I think now we've gone from hippie chick to something else.
Okay. Once again, your date is Charles Manson. These are all great ideas. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Bob and Tom Show on Bob and Tom 24/7. Programming note, and it isn't really a programming note. Josh Arnold going to be on the road this weekend recording his comedy album at the Funny Bone, Liberty Heights, Ohio, Liberty Township. You know what I'm talking about. It's near Cincinnati, Butler County, apparently, for the geniuses out there. Friday, October 21st, Saturday, October 22nd. Check out thatjosharnold.com for tickets. He'll be recording his album both nights, Friday and Saturday night, capturing all the goodness that is Josh Arnold. And then next thing you know, boom, a Josh Arnold album. What's it going to be called? Well, we're not sure, but we'll all find out together. I'm sure about that. Josh Arnold on the road. Check him out. Nothing better than live comedy on a Friday or Saturday night. Thatjosharnold.com for tickets and information. Allie Breen on the way on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Major League Baseball playoffs. Bryce Harper homered again. Kyle Schwarber hit a jaw-dropping 488-foot drive, and Zach Wheeler brilliant in throwing one-hit ball for 7 innings. Phillies over the Padres in Game 1 of the NLCS 2-0 in San Diego. And at the stadium, Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge both had home runs, and the Yankees rocked past the Guardians 5-1 in the decisive Game 5 of the American League Divisional Series to set up a rematch with the Houston Astros this afternoon for the American League pennant. Opening night in the NBA last night, Golden State got their banner and their rings and the win. They beat the Lakers 123-109, and Boston over Philly 126-117. NHL in regulation, New Jersey, Philly, Ottawa, the Islanders, Calgary, and Buffalo all win. Blue Jackets win in overtime, beating Vancouver, and the Kings win in a shootout, beating Nashville. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Now, have you ever done a cop convention or anything?
I just did one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, and they're fun because they understand stuff that I'm talking about, you know. I always say
Unlike the normal audience.
Yeah, the biggest misconception people have about police is that we really care. Because don't. If you see a wreck and you can make a U-turn, you're going to do it.
Sometimes you just get stuck.
Oh, you know, you just don't want to hear it. It's always the same thing.
Don't want to hear it.
That's true. Every time you make a traffic stop, I ain't out catching real criminals. Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. See, I was a smart aleck.
Didn't take it all that serious.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, heck no. People would make U-turns on the expressway. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, you know, because it says authorized vehicles only. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, I authorize you. I don't care. You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I
ass. Join us again next time for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24.
On that in just a few minutes.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hey, Chick. There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick area. Hi, Chick. Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey, buddy. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Why did that buddy throw me off so much?
I don't know. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Tommy.
Once again, Pat Godwin just sang a song about how he's got nothing because he's so happy.
Man, things are going good.
Yeah, and I think there is something to be said that certain artists sometimes they'll come out of a period of difficulty with some great art.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And yeah, we're used to. For example, let me put it this way: Black Sabbath.
Yes, Ozzy.
Would you want to get a Black Sabbath album that covered, I don't know, Walking on Sunshine?
See, I'm a weirdo. Kinda. Yeah. I like when bands do that kind of thing.
It could be kind of fun.
Like when Typo Negative did Summer Breeze. And it's just insane sounding.
There's a really good Guar cover of Carry On My Wayward Son.
Right.
Are you serious?
Holds up.
I like that kind of stuff.
It's a good time.
And now Metallica sings Bill Withers' classic "Lovely Day."
Yeah, I do. I'm in. I'm already in.
That would be great.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, closed circuit message to Pat Godwin. Have you heard Wanda Jackson's California Stars?
No.
Check it out.
Oh, I love that song.
Sorry about everybody.
Wilco.
Quiet Riot does Dancing Queen. What's that song?
Dancing Queen by ABBA, yes.
Okay, that came out wrong. I said the Queen first word. Never mind. Sorry. Too much caffeine. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's
Already?
What's your favorite all-time cover song?
Boy, that's a good question.
That's too difficult.
Maybe Hurt by Johnny Cash is one of my favorites that I think is better than the original.
It pretty much is.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we've talked about this before. If you talk about the Beatles that get covered all the time, Aerosmith does a great cover of, what is it?
Come Together.
Come Together. But I think that Joe Cocker is one of the only guys who's ever taken a Beatles song and made it better.
I agree. He definitely made it. He did make it better.
But yeah, that'd be a terrific topic, great cover
What
song.
Joe Cocker song?
A little help from my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, what do you got?
Here's the top 10 covers from, I know, because you're going to ask who they're getting this from.
Oh, and I didn't say a word?
Let's see, number 10, Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to be on
everybody
that
sings
list.
that.
Yeah.
Muse, Feeling Good. I'm not familiar with the Muse Wavre.
I know Muse. You'd actually like Muse.
I think I have a couple songs, but
I don't know.
Loud,
that
really
one.
good guitars.
Oh boy, I say what you want. Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You.
I know Tom doesn't care for
Hey,
it.
you want to see Chick cry? Put that on.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's
amazing.
And,
and who wouldn't want to see me cry?
And if you want to cry harder, then put on Chris Cornell's version.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Joe Cocker, A Little Help from My Friends. Soft Cell, Tainted Love.
That is good.
I didn't know that was a cover.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was by Billy and the Banana Boys. Remember Tainted Love?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Check out the
It was from their album, Bananas Are a Wonderful Fruit.
I do remember that.
Come on.
I do remember.
Number 4, Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower.
Yeah,
I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Bob Dylan.
Dylan can write a song, but that's about it.
That's true.
No. He does great stuff.
No.
Yeah, they're really good performances of his.
Walk On By the Stranglers. That comes in at number 3.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that. Number 2, Johnny Cash, Hurt, Wilbur. And number 1, the Pet Shop Boys, Always on My Mind. I have not heard the Pet Shop Boys take on.
I don't know if I know Johnny Cash Hurt.
I'm thinking it's UK as well.
Must be a UK-based thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Johnny Cash Hurt is great. It's acoustic. It's really slow. It's awesome.
See, number 12 is Adele, Make You Feel My Love. That's another Dylan song. Want to see Chick cry? Go ahead.
No, I don't.
Throw that on.
I want to see Chick happy. I like happy Chick.
That's ways off. Anyway.
Take your hiney, take your vagina. That's why we call it tainted love.
Yeah!
Oh, Taint. By the way, our song Taint, did you look at, someone sent me that chart last night. Our song Taint is on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which I don't think we're allowed to play anymore. Yeah, that's on the streaming charts right now. If you want a little bit of Taint action, check out your favorite.
I love a little Taint action.
If you want a little bit of taint action, I know what you meant, but I heard a very different thing.
Oh, I meant the song. Never mind.
Who's up for some taint action? Huh?
Anytime.
Get in the car. Let's go.
Did you just say anytime?
Yes, ladies, don't neglect the taint.
Isn't it great? Well, that's the key to your success as a lover.
That's right. Yeah. I'm thorough and generous if you give me a little taint.
Taint time.
Yeah. Taint time. Yeah, that's right. Taint misbehaving, I like to call it. Taint my wagon.
Taint time sounds like some kind of recreational activity. Okay, at 4:15, it'll be taint time. Now, yesterday, one of the groups went over by 10 minutes. You know, we only have the court for so long.
Josh, I think that you should do a variety show called Taint Time, and it's available at gas station TVs across the country. Just right in the little pump TV there.
Right after Boris
Screw
Corner.
Jimmy Fallon. It's all Arnold.
Time for Taint Time with Josh
Are
Arnold.
you tired of Mario Lopez telling you about some B celebrity who gave to charity? Well, Taint Time with Arnold.
I like it. I like it.
Jiminy Christmas. All these songs make me cry. What the hell's the problem over here?
Well, let's get back to the sports page.
It might not be the songs, actually.
Hey, we've talked about the owners' meeting in New York City. They're fighting. They're a war of words. Dan Snyder sent a letter saying, "Hey, fellas, I did not hire any private detectives, or I did not instruct my law firm to hire any private detectives and investigate all you guys. That nothing could be further from the truth." He's saying, so that didn't happen.
Do you think what he's really saying is, I haven't yet sent out private investigators?
No. I think it might be simpler than that. I think he's lying. Yeah.
Have they ever been able to oust an NFL owner?
No.
They've ousted a couple of NBA guys.
No, they didn't. They haven't.
Those
if you
guys
look in the Donald Sterling situation, it was kind of different. His wife owned them, and then they forced him out. It's not the same thing at all. No. The only reason is, stop that. You're bending facts. I can see your brain working. You're bending facts to what you said.
They got rid of him.
They did get rid of him, but you're not listening to me. Okay?
Okay.
They can't. The owners will not go in and go, let's say all of us owned NFL teams.
Okay.
Let's take a vote. Of course, our first vote out would be Willie. I think that goes without saying.
Why would Willie be kicked out?
I don't want to go into it.
Our first vote would be him.
Free weed
Because
night.
he would try to rule
We
all
lost money.
See, this is the problem you get into when you start voting people out.
Yeah, so they're not going to be able to.
They're not going to do
If I go, I'm going kicking and screaming. I'll tell you, I got dirt on all you guys.
Yeah.
I hired a private investigator. I know all your secrets.
See how he is? Damn kid. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we'll see how
You don't know about lower than Taint Time, do you?
I do know.
Oh, no!
I know about the
NBA
secret-
opened
Wait a
last
minute.
night.
Whoa. Lower than Taint Time?
Yes.
I thought it was going to be north of Taint.
Also south of Taint.
I wouldn't be
And then,
ashamed
of course, south of Taint. Boy, that's illegal in 2 states, I think, still.
That's why I don't want Willie to know about it.
Oh, boy.
You know what I want people to know about?
What?
Omaha Steak.
Oh, that's a good
I
thing.
want the whole world to know about it.
That'd be great for maybe you're doing some grilling out. Maybe
that's what the NFL owners need. Somebody bring in a grill and cook up some Omaha steaks.
Sounds like a good idea, Josh.
fellas.
Tell me more.
You're exactly right. I mean, if it's good enough for tailgaters around the country, and of course it is, it should be good enough for the owners. And I'm telling you what, I think they'd love it. I know you will. Check out omahasteaks.com. Find all of their mouth-watering assortments of perfectly aged steaks, ultra juicy burgers, and easy to prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. That meat lover's lasagna on a chilly day, oh man, it warms your belly and your spirits. You're going to love it. And my gosh, no matter what assortment you get, make sure you load up on the Jumbo Franks. Don't you dare call them hot dogs. They are much finer than your simple Frankfurter. Remember, every steak and every entree backed by Omaha Steaks, unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. Right now, take advantage of 50% off site-wide by shopping their semi-annual sale. It's on right now with 50% off delicious customer favorites. When you use promo code BTS at checkout, you're going to take an additional $30 off that order. That's right. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Enter BTS at checkout. You don't have to put it into the search bar or anything like that. You'll do it at checkout. Stock up on fall flavor today. Those apple caramel tartlets, the perfect for the fall season. Don't forget to use that promo code BTS at checkout to score an extra $30 off your order. Omaha Steaks isn't just steak, it's the best steak of your life, guaranteed. Yeah. That's omahasteaks.com, code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you, Omaha Steaks. And Omaha Steaks is proud to present the Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up a little bit later on today. Speaking of cool stuff, don't forget we have our Yeti Cooler sweepstakes happening as we speak. Go to orangeinsoles.com for more information.
And more covers coming up. It's we're starting to break Twitter.
Oh, good.
Okay,
and actually, the Foo Fighters have a pretty good cover song, and I'd forgotten all about it.
Well, we'll look forward to it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
She says she's done so many things that she now needs something that's scary and intense. And it's a different experience than, of course, playing a concert doing off-Broadway. The show called Melissa Etheridge, My Window, runs in New York through the end of the month. Imagine Dragons are calling off the South American leg of their tour because singer Dan Reynolds is dealing with multiple health issues. The band apparently has announced Reynolds is struggling with hemorrhaging vocal cords and a nodule since their last tour. And on top of that, Reynolds is dealing with a serious lateral knee ligament sprain that's going to require a brace and rehabilitation. Kendrick Lamar will live stream his concert in Paris on Saturday. It'll start at 2 p.m. Eastern, stream on Amazon Prime Video for free. Lamar's performance will be viewable on demand after that. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see, I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like, young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Hello again, everybody. This is ex-attorney Jack Thomas. You know, I get a lot of mail here at the ex-law office, and today, let's open a letter. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich of Kokomo, Indiana. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh,
more power to him. Can you get that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, hey, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your colon blasting program.
Oh, good.
Well, it's not us.
Talking about the people doing crazy things. That old boy is claiming he's going to marry Tetris. Reminds me of a fellow's semi truck driver I used to work with. His CB handle was Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
It's been a few years ago. He's all about the video games, and boy, he went nuts being on the road by himself and claimed he wanted to marry Miss Pac-Man.
Oh.
But he didn't go through with it. He got cold feet.
Did he?
He was afraid to walk down the aisle. You want me to tell it again?
That was very good.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. You know what I just realized?
What?
When I make my snarky comments and I start laughing, no one can hear me laughing.
What?
Because when I make a snarky comment like, Josh is going to be in Cincinnati this weekend, and I go, what did I say?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. And then I can... Nobody can see it. Nobody can hear that.
Well, Josh is going to be in Cincinnati this weekend. Are you aware of that, Josh?
I am.
You're recording your new album, if
Yes.
you will. The Josh Arnold Spectacular does not have a title yet.
Give me that banjo.
I have one, but I don't think you're going to like it.
What about that banjo? How about that banjo?
No.
You're going to be in, is it Liberty Heights? Is that the...
Liberty Township.
Liberty Township in Greater Cincinnati.
Butler County.
At the Funny Bone.
That's right.
That's this Friday and this Saturday.
That's
Two
correct.
shows Saturday.
Yeah, and
you have
recording all three shows.
Okay, and you have a... and I understand, this is interesting. You're such an analog guy that you're going to record on actual reel-to-reel tape.
It's more pure.
Yeah, it gives you the pure... the hearty laughs will be...
Yeah, absolutely.
Do yourself a favor and keep that title to yourself.
I want to hear.
So what are you going to call it?
The man's producing the album. I can't really...
Well,
You can.
What is the title?
I like Josh Arnold Live.
There we go.
Our love is alive.
How about our love is alive and so it begins? Josh Arnold.
Just a simple...
How about Josh Arnold stumbling in?
How about
Foster Brooks.
a special appearance by Susie Quattro?
Yes.
How's that? No?
Oh, well,
You guys
I think that just shouts out originality.
You don't like the simplicity of just
No.
Josh Arnold Live? Why? What the hell's wrong with it?
Anyway, hi, Christy. How are you? Hi, Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick McGee.
Hi there,
I told you.
Josh Arnold.
Josh Arnold.
Yeah.
Live.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
I heard Joe Burrow is going to be at Josh's recording Saturday night.
That's exciting.
Can you believe that? Both
That
shows.
is exciting.
He'll be sitting with me, is what I heard. There's Tom Griswold, and I'm Chick McGee.
You may call Joe Burrow presents Josh Arnold Live. How about that?
What's wrong with that?
What, Josh Arnold live?
Yeah, clever, punny title be damned. It's
Something original.
Tells you exactly what it is.
What about banjo? What about Give Me That Banjo? What about nothing about the banjo?
No. Then people think it's a banjo album. They'll throw it right in the dumpster.
Well, people, Christmas bonus could be the worst title I've ever heard in my life.
I love it.
It's
Godwin, honest opinion, Josh Arnold live.
I don't like it.
All right.
I love you. I think the half thing.
Ask me.
You think I have to go half fast?
Yeah, I think so.
Ask me.
Hey, Chick, Josh Arnold live.
Hate it, and I hate you. What do you think of that? And if I wouldn't get one for free, I wouldn't listen on a bet.
What about
pay me to listen to the
Josh
last
Arnold? Chick hates me.
I like that a lot.
Inside.
Of course it is.
Two inside.
Yeah, people don't know. No,
I'm America's sweetheart. What are you
He's
talking
a media
about?
darling.
No. You want someone who's in Japan that they're going through various streaming things. Oh, look at this is interesting. This sounds like a
Japan. We're marketing for the folks in Japan.
No, I'm
That's
just
what
saying
he's
someone
worried
who's
about.
not in the sphere of this show that is not aware of who Chick is.
Right, of course, yeah.
That's why. Does this?
You know what? I don't think you know who I am. About 90% of the time.
No, I don't care. Is the distinction? He interrupted me. And I said,
Thank
"That's
you,
not
boy.
correct. I know who you are.
Okay.
I just don't care." Now, where was
Boy,
I?
ain't it the truth? I called him yesterday on the phone. You know what he said?
What you get?
What? Is that any way to answer a phone? You've worked with a guy for 4 decades.
Say what?
What'd you call him for?
I just wanted to touch base and say hi.
Congratulate him on a fine morning of
I
work.
didn't want to. I had nothing to complain about or
Really?
no questions or
Yeah.
anything. I do that. I do that with some of my closest friends every now and then.
I didn't answer the phone, but I eventually called you back.
Tom, I would imagine what is a nice change from your usual how much.
Although, oddly, I do prefer how much.
If anybody's ever been in a relationship where after a while, I don't know, you
better be careful.
You're on break.
Hey, you know, just because they're out of town doesn't mean they're not listening.
Or won't hear about it.
And you answer the phone by going, "Now what?" You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, boy.
I'm not talking about my lovely friend.
No, of course not.
I just mean in general. Now, we're seeking a couple of things here.
By the way, that sugar packet you're hearing, not Tom this time.
No.
Old McGee. Oh, yeah, and look at this. He has a mixture of blue and pink.
Wow. That's wrong. Oh, the pink stuff's going to kill you.
That is instant tumor.
Yeah. You're
What
really
is wrong with you two?
defying the Matrix over there, man.
This growth thing, I don't know what he doesn't influence me at all. I don't know what your problem is.
He has 4 or 5 wooden stir sticks now.
Wooden only. That's the only way to go.
Got to use the wooden stir sticks.
Tell it, brother.
It's like wooden boats.
That's right.
Classic.
I use whalebone.
Wooden. What is it, Tom?
That's right.
Wooden chips.
It disposes the
That's a big stir.
A scrimshaw stir.
A couple things we're trying to find out.
Should I get into scrimshaw?
What is that?
That's carving
whalebone.
You know
Honestly,
what?
that seems right up your alley, dude.
Try hieroglyphics first.
Okay.
See if you like it.
Calligraphy.
Now,
Start big.
We're trying to help Christy with her costume. We've decided we've landed on hippie chick, which I think is great, and so she's going to go braless and wear fake armpit hair, douse herself in patchouli, wear sandals made out of recycled tires, and
I don't know what these sandals of. I got to look those up.
Well,
Sandals made of
Birkenstock.
recycled
I don't know if they
tires.
still make them. That was kind of a hippie thing, though. It was, what do they call, is it, I'm sorry, upcycling?
That's right.
Where they take an old product and turn it into something else. They were very cool. You'd see hippies selling them at various concerts.
You'd see these filthy hippies selling them. You'd see degenerate ne'er-do-wells.
Hey, that's not my term, and that's what they like to be
Right,
called.
no, they enjoy it. Yeah.
Trading for grilled cheeses.
You know how they are.
You could have your boyfriend go as a deadhead, so he gets a tie-dye shirt and walks around trying to sell cheese sandwiches to the other people at the party.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Hey, man, I need a miracle over here, man. I need a miracle.
Every day.
No. So we're also trying to find out the best cover songs. We got a lot. I know we got 3 plates spinning here. And then since Josh wants to call his album Josh Arnold Live, which I can barely say. I tried to.
Everyone, you have to run to YouTube right now. If you're not seeing Tom's facial expression,
It was like he got blasted in the face with gas.
Oh, gosh.
Josh Arnold Live.
If you're going to do that, what you need to do is for the cover, be lying on a slab dead with, I'll be in a white coat like I'm about to start the autopsy. And we can paint you cake white. And Christy, you can get us access to a morgue.
I can get you access to a morgue. That's exactly right.
Really? No, I'm fine with lying on the slab, but I'd want to be like real live, like
Oh no, you should be standing on a slab in a morgue with the microphone.
Yeah.
And you see all the drawers,
but lying on it,
and
right?
All the drawers open to the bodies and stuff.
Oh, and I'm performing to them,
and you're performing to them.
Yeah,
Josh Arnold live.
That's not
Why was I not an art director at some crappy
That's
attic?
actually funny. That sounds like a very expensive shoot.
You've got the money.
I got thinking about.
I've looked. He doesn't have the money.
No, I was earlier trying to bring this up. I was talking to someone who's just getting introduced to the world of classic rock, and the song.
Is this Fenn you're talking about?
Yes.
No. This is someone else. This is an adult who is not familiar with the genre and had asked me if I'd ever heard the song "Night Moves" by Bob Seger, which of course is an absolute classic. And then we got on the topic of live albums.
Oh,
and now you've got Josh Arnold live.
Oh yeah.
But the best live rock albums, I was saying, Live Bullet from Bob Seger. Right up there with that Fillmore East by the Allman Brothers.
Peter Frampton Comes Alive.
Frampton,
Waiting for Columbus.
Oh, my God.
Waiting for Columbus, Get Your Yayas Out. Live at Leeds by The Who. A lot of great live albums. I'd like to. What are the best live songs, and what are the best chick you're looking for the best covers? The Who live Summertime Blues. That hits two things.
Brilliant,
but it doesn't cover Josh Arnold live in Cincinnati this weekend.
No.
At the Funny Bone.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Now, once again, you'll be recording on reel-to-reel tape.
That's exactly
because
right.
you're
Okay, how am I not aware of this?
audiophile.
How am I not aware of this live album? This is the Replacements. The S hits the fans.
That's great.
From 1985. That's a great title.
Yeah.
It is.
I'd never. Paul Westerberg and Chris Mars,
them.
Bob and
I
Tommy
love them,
Stinson.
too.
How do I
I
not know
love
that
the
that's album?
Replacements.
Sounds good.
There's so much I don't know.
In the meantime,
I'm going to die
Well, at
before
least
I
you
find out.
admitted, unlike that guy.
Donny Hathaway Live comes in at 48. This is Rolling Stones live. Best live album.
Big Donny Hathaway fan, my favorite Christmas song.
What was the last thing that went through his mind, Tom?
59th Street, I believe it was.
That's exactly.
I think it was the Essex Hotel. He took a dive.
Number 45, Motorhead. No sleep till Hammersmith.
Well, now we have.
Sorry.
Have we finished our sportscast?
No, God, no.
Oh,
Steph Curry had 33, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. The Lakers looked uninterested, and the Warriors got their banner and their rings on opening night. Have you seen these rings? The Warriors won 123, 109. They're stupid. You can't wear them. They're as big as saucers.
Basketball players wearing ostentatious jewelry?
Yeah, who would have thought?
they're not going to give out. They're going to give out dookie ropes in the NHL this year.
How did I get?
Part of their new diversity program.
You guys remember the San Diego Chicken, who I absolutely met one time and had a very nice lunch with? Ted Giannoulis and I. He's an amazing little guy. Doesn't like to be called a little guy. But now the Padres are in the playoffs, Tom. You know this. And now they've come up with the Rally Goose. The chicken's out, Rally Goose is in. The Padres and their fans.
Don't they understand?
Remember this?
Adopted the goose as a good luck charm after that goose landed at Dodger Stadium in the outfield during the upset of the Dodgers. And
we knew this would happen.
Yes, it's a Rally Goose. The bird, though, could not revive the Padres in the NLCS opener. They lost 2-0 to the Phillies. But Rally Goose is in. Have you ever been Goose, Tom? Christy, reach over and goose him, would you?
No, I don't want to do that.
Squeeze his butt.
No.
Give him a goose.
I didn't know why it was called goosing. Then one time I noticed what geese did, and I get it now.
What do geese do?
They
goose each other?
Shove their face into stuff.
I had no idea.
They curl their neck back and whoop, right in the butt.
Okay.
When did you spend
time watching geese?
Extended time watching.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this goose.
I like the term goose. I'm going to find out
if
where
you
that
walk
comes
down
from.
my driveway virtually any time of year, there are several thousand geese.
A Colombian soccer player has been accused of exposing his male member in an attempt to distract his opponent.
You like it what you see.
Santa Fe defender Gison Perea is lining up with his teammates to block a free kick from Jacques de Cordoba.
Corinthian leather.
When he pulled down his shorts and flashed his wang.
Talk about flopping in soccer.
The 31-year-old had managed to expose himself to a field of players in a packed stadium. The referee failed to spot Pereira's unorthodox, you know what I mean, tactic. The moment, however, was broadcast on TV.
Unorthodox as in it wasn't circumcised?
He did not face punishment during the game. Fans are saying he should face serious consequences for his behavior. The move did not appear to work as intended. They won the match 2-1, or they lost.
Oh, there's a penalty. Too many balls in the field. He actually whipped it out.
Yeah, well, you know.
This would. I just want to say, this would never happen in what they call American football.
Well,
no.
Some guy, he got it caught in the face mask.
You know that
is going to hurt. He's going to be in the DL.
That would hurt, man.
And as far as I know, the rules of the NFL, that would be considered part of the uniform, and you could yank on it to pull the band down.
Oh. You're actually correct. Yeah. You can grab a guy's hair.
Yeah.
Right, Willie?
Yeah, talk about a pick.
Wow.
It's part of the
pick six. If you're
their hair is considered part of the uniform. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would never happen in hockey.
No.
Because I mean, even the most gifted.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice,
Well, they have those big gloves on too. It'd be hard to.
Hard to access.
I'm feeling
Christy Lee, ladies and gentlemen. thinking through the difficulties of exposing yourself in hockey. They throw their gloves off all the time during those fights.
Yeah, that's
You'd have
true.
to throw your gloves off.
Yeah.
And reach down.
Yeah.
Have you ever given a gloved handy?
Why are you talking to Chick?
That was for the room.
Yeah. You never mind, mister.
Do we have any more in your pursuit of the best covers of all time?
Oh, covers? No, I was on live albums now.
Okay.
I thought we'd
What's the
moved
number
along.
one live album?
The number one live album, and I forgot.
At Fillmore East has
and
to be.
this is
Rolling Stone.
This only reminds me why I never paid attention to Rolling Stone when I was growing up. Number one is James Brown live at the Apollo. Certainly,
that is good. Yeah.
Certainly
That is
a
good.
fine album. Certainly, but come on. Number two, the Allman Brothers live at Fillmore East.
Yeah,
has to be.
Yeah. Well, you speak fluent Rolling Stone and Jan Wenner, and are you not reading his book right now? Yes, sir.
I am. There's although I may stop reading it, there's a chapter called Lunches with Jackie.
Jackie Kennedy?
Onassis.
It's not Jackie Rogers Jr.? Man, I feel the love in here.
Jackie Coogan.
Anyway, number 10 on the live albums, according to Rolling Stone, Nirvana, MTV Unplugged.
That is very good.
That's pretty good. Number 9
is Waiting for Columbus from Little Feat in there?
No, not in the top. No, Waiting for. I haven't found it yet. Actually, number 9 is Bob Dylan, the Bootleg Series, Royal Albert Hall concert. Number 8, MC5.
Okay.
Well, Kick Out the Jams has got to be one of the more popular live songs of all time.
That is.
Does it have the full intro?
I'm sure.
The
cussing.
the cussing and the naughty words.
And then
The naughty words.
number 7's Grateful Dead.
Hey, speaking of naughty words,
number 6
there are not going to be a lot of naughty words when Josh Arnold takes the stage this weekend in Cincinnati at the Funny Bone. Is that correct?
Well, you haven't seen my act.
Well, I have things to do. I look forward to editing the recording.
I like to think there's nothing gratuitous.
How easy
it all
would
has
it
its
be?
place.
Can't we just Photoshop him in front of a bunch of dead bodies and Josh Arnold live? Why not?
Why would it be cheaper if I'm standing in the middle of a cemetery?
It cost $1.98.
Yeah, that would work. True.
Yeah,
It's an easy photo.
And how y'all doing tonight?
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Just a sad man that happened to be grieving that day in the back.
And
really tragic.
Willie.
What if we do something like what if we parody see, this is the problem because there are no albums per se anymore, so the album art has become a lost art form.
Yeah.
Remember the famous Rolling Stones album Sticky Fingers?
Sure, yeah.
That had a zipper on the cover.
Right, a bulgy denim.
Yeah, that was Joe D'Alessandro.
Oh, yeah.
Not Mick Jagger. Mick would like you to think he's hung like a donkey. We could do a knockoff on that with you sticking your face out of the zipper with a grin on your face. Yeah, sticky,
What does that have to do with Josh Arnold
sticky
live?
T-shirts.
Sticky fingers, and I'm holding a melted ice cream cone.
Funny.
See, that way you'd have a little comedy right there.
No, but if it was Josh Arnold live in a cemetery, it would be your favorite thing. You could put all kinds of Easter eggs on the tombstone.
yeah.
You'd love that.
Oh,
now
sure.
there's a hidden joke.
yes.
If you look in the left-hand corner,
I think
you'll see.
At the gravestone.
I think you want the language of the title to tell you that it's funny. Josh Arnold Live, you could be you on acoustic guitar.
That's right. People have to buy it to find out.
Live at what? Yeah.
That never works. How great would it be, though, if you go to Cincinnati this weekend and you don't do stand-up, you just do sad songs on acoustic guitar, and it sells out. The people show up.
I cannot wait.
This is my cover of Hurts by Johnny Cash by
I
Nine Inch
will
Nails.
let you down.
Coming up in the news, we have an interesting story about a sex toy and an argument that it starts between relatives. Yeah, it's very bizarre, and a sentencing and a stabbing. That's coming up, among many other exciting things, including, Pat, I think we may have a lead into a song. I know you said you were a little dry today.
A little dry, yeah.
Do you remember you had a song about a sculpture that didn't exist? Remember that? There's a guy in Italy that did a... Okay.
Oh, I hated that.
Not the song.
The story, yeah. We have another story about a sculpture in Italy, so that'll lead you to that. So if you want to rehearse that for a few minutes.
Will do.
Because so far, let's face it, so far this week, as happy as you've been, there's been a few false starts.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll try to get this one without a speed bump. Okay. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
How are things going, Ron? You're out on tour. You got a lot of live shows happening.
Yeah, they keep showing up, and I can't believe it either.
We have. I noticed you've got your guitar out.
I do.
Give that a strum. I want to see if. Oh, that's nice.
I'd like to sing you a song that could probably change your life. But I don't have one. So I'll just sing this. She don't have a boyfriend, and she don't really care. She's always real happy. She's got a grin from ear to ear. And she don't need no alcohol to find her happy spot. She found that a long time ago, and buddy, she goes there a lot. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Go on, flick it, girl. Well, here she comes and there she goes, dancing around on her tippy toes. Have you ever seen a woman just smile like that after sitting at home and just rubbing that cat? It ain't over when she gets back home. She'll be flicking that thing until the cows come home. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicky, 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 flick, flicky, 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 flicking the bean.
On stage, check him out. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Here's a look at things you may have missed this morning. President Joe Biden will announce the release of 15 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Reserve as part of a response to recent production cuts announced by OPEC Plus nations, according to senior administration officials. He'll also say more oil sales are possible this winter as his administration rushes to be seen as pulling out all stops ahead of next month's midterm elections. The strategic reserve now contains roughly 400 million barrels of oil, its lowest level since 1984. UK inflation accelerated to a 40-year high in September as the soaring cost of food squeezed household budgets. The Office for National Statistics says consumer price index rose 10% compared with 9.9 the previous month. The new data shows inflation returned to the July peak and is once again at the highest since early 1982. Food prices leapt by 14.5% from a year earlier in the UK. That's the biggest jump since 1980. The rise increases expectations the Bank of England will raise interest rates further and faster as it struggles to return inflation to its 2% target. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Something's not right with Brady this year. It's like Tom and Victories are having irreconcilable differences. It looks like he might wind up separated from the playoffs.
Oh.
Giselle's lawyers are so good, they've frozen his wins. See, Brady got fined for the kick in the infamous roughing the passer play from last week, which made me think of that old MasterCard ad. Kicking Grady Jarrett, $11,139. Kicking your wife to the curb so you can play football forever. Priceless.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Dean, I am so hungry.
Oh, you want to go get some breakfast, Tom?
I guess. Is there a place we can go that has flat-chested waitresses and really baggy clothing?
I don't think so.
Think again, Dean. Guys, if you've been longing to have breakfast surrounded by flat-chested women in baggy clothing, then you'll want to visit the all-new breakfast restaurant, Pancake Hooters. At Pancake Hooters, you won't be bothered by waitresses who accidentally dip their large bosoms into your maple syrup or who break the yolk of your egg while bending over the table to pour your coffee. Pancake Hooters only hires women with prepubescent builds, so you won't be distracted by massive memories while trying to finish off your breakfast in time to get to work.
Wow, what a great breakfast.
Sure was, Tom. And I was able to eat my waffle while it was still warm because I wasn't busy staring at gargantuan tatas.
And you didn't slobber in your coffee either.
And guys, if you're in a real hurry, be sure and take advantage of our flat as a smorgasbord breakfast buffet. Why not try Pancake Hooters today? You'll see why our hardline policy with our waitress staff is, it's either 32A or the highway. Pancake Hooters.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker. You're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on the news desk.
Well, hello, Chick McGee.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold.
We're in search of several things today.
What?
Well, we're in search of the perfect costume for Christy Lee. She's decided going as a hippie chick.
You've decided I'm going as a
sandals,
hippie chick.
really hairy armpits. We'll just use some of that. What's that stuff called? The gum stuff, spirit gum. Spirit gum, yeah. To glue on toupees under your armpits, and then go braless, of course. And
of course.
Walk around telling people, "Hey, you want a ball?"
No, I'm not going to do that.
Well, they'll know it's part of your costume. I'm not suggesting that you were.
Certainly not.
Yeah, okay. We're also trying to find out the best cover songs in the world of classic rock history, and also the best live albums. I don't know why these things all came up, but the live thing came up because Josh Arnold live.
Oh, that sounds good.
I can barely say it.
Oh.
It's an album of all banjo cuts. Josh is recording his new comedy album in Cincinnati this weekend, and we're trying to get a nice title for it. I'd like something referential to some of the content.
I think he has a nice title.
He wants to call it Josh Arnold Live.
He wants to call it Josh Arnold Live.
And for someone who's not familiar with your work, they could think that you're a guitar player.
They could, but
I think
it's not.
I think
it'll be
people
under comedy.
know who he is. Do you just go on and buy an album just because You buy it?
No, I'm saying, like I said, if there's some
nobody's gonna
English
buy
speaker in
it.
Japan that wants to familiar himself, him or herself with contemporary American comedy.
This is a good title, but it doesn't have anything to do with the content of my act, but it's certainly something I say a lot.
What is that?
Luke says, I can't believe you're missing the obvious. Call it Josh Arnold, Misunderstood Hero. It's very good.
I like that.
But,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I kind of like that.
I like it. It adds.
Thorough and generous lover. You could always use that tagline.
Or just thorough and generous.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
No. You got to have it sexy. Thorough and generous lover, then have you in the cover wearing a diaper.
Oh, the man's a genius, isn't he?
Let me see.
What a visionary.
Holding a bow and arrow like you're Cupid.
Yeah, that's good.
The picture that you have with like the sexy hands on your face with thorough and generous, that would work perfect.
Oh, yeah.
It would look really good.
Yeah.
And that dumb pose you do when you think you're being sexy.
Which pose is that?
You know, the pouty lips one.
Give it to us.
That's it.
Oh, yes.
That's it.
How about you could be wearing a tux on stage, on a traditional stage with a brick wall in back of you with one of those S&M masks on?
What? They won't
is
go my
this
face.
now?
They want to see my face, right? This is where the money's made.
That's the money maker right there.
Oh, well, we'll get back to this in a second.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed your thorough and generous Stopper program.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, Josh, I can't wait to hear your new album. You always make us laugh, and that Ace boy, he sure knows how to spin a yarn, too.
Oh, he does.
He gets me to laughing so hard that my cystic fibrosis kind of flares up regular.
Really?
Floyd.
But I've got a couple new true stories that I heard while waiting for Shower 7 to open up at the Stuckies. I thought I'd pass along.
Oh, right. True stories. Go ahead.
See if I can give Ace and Josh a run for the money. What's worse than biting into an apple and finding a worm?
I give up.
Biting into an apple and finding only half a worm.
Yeah.
You know, we went apple picking last weekend. Hell, we'd have been better off just buying a carton of Waltz crawlers. Here's one to make you kick a shine. This old couple, they're out on makeout point way outside of town, of course. They get to fooling around and making out. And they done the deed. Once they're done, the gal says, I'm just letting you know I'm actually a hooker, and for what we just did, you owe me $50. That old boy replies to this stupid whore. He says, well, that's fine on account I'm actually a taxi driver, and the ride back to town's going to cost you $200.
I see.
I apologize, Miss Christie. Sometimes I can't help but look a little blue, you know.
Yeah, I know, Floyd. It's okay.
Boy,
So
watching
sweetie.
Jeopardy just isn't the same with that old Alex Trebek there, is it?
No, it's a different show, isn't it? Yeah.
I sure hope they're able to come out with some new reruns soon. Good night.
Good night, Floyd.
Very, very, very helpful, Floyd. We now return to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
Stupid world record. The world's largest inflatable sculpture was unveiled at Milan's Fashion Week celebration.
You can't call a balloon a sculpture.
I'm just
Well,
telling
I mean, it's a three-dimensional.
It's a balloon.
It's inflatable.
Well, if you see it, I mean, it's not just a big balloon. It's
Well, what is it?
It's just a big balloon.
it's two bodies intertwined. It's
A
very,
record
it's
was
very
broken.
artsy-fartsy.
Oh, flesh a la mesh?
By the Italian brand Diesel. They make an okay show.
They do.
With a sculpture of intertwining human figures measuring 161 feet and 4.457 inches long and 125 feet wide. Following the event, every guest that attended the show, Tom, received a commemorative NFT based on the sculpture. There you go.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Is it possible to throw an NFT away?
That's weird. I thought the purpose of an NFT was that there was one unique NFT and everybody got one.
Yeah.
This is they're making a joke out of these NFTs.
NFTs? I agree. When I first read this, I thought it was. I thought this was one of those things you see at the car dealers, with the crazy.
The little
crazy
man.
tube thing. I forgot. That's funny. I wonder what the biggest one of those is. I mean, someone could make one of those 300 feet high. You'd need a really big fan at the bottom.
Yeah, that's all true.
And then, of course,
So they're laying on the ground.
I'm guessing it's the world's largest blow-up sculpture.
The models walked around and in between the sculpture. So
it would have been really cool if they'd had a bouncy thing on it so the kids could go down the slide and jump up and down on it. Where would you put the bouncy part?
The ass.
Maybe the small of the back, I would think that way.
No, the butt cheeks.
Okay.
Bouncier than the small of the back.
For me, the best one is always going to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow and Ghostbusters. Sure. That's certainly the classic. But, Pat, this reminds me, I think you've been looking for an excuse to do a song over there.
Sure.
Remember this?
You got to be fine.
Well, this is a sculpture, and it's in Italy, right? It's in Milan. This is an article from ArtNet about an Italian artist who sold a so-called invisible sculpture for more than $18,000. Salvatore Garu's work is called I Am.
Isn't that something?
It exists only in his imagination. According to ArtNet, the 67-year-old considers it an immaterial sculpture, finding its form in its own nothingness.
Uh-huh.
The buyer paid, once again, $18,000 plus for the piece, received a certificate of authenticity as well as display instructions.
Embarrassing.
Oh, again, there's nothing there, of course. He said the work must be exhibited in a roughly 5-foot by 5-foot space, free of any obstruction. So he sold it to someone, even though, again, there's nothing there. Did you have a tribute to this?
The art will's fine most of the time. It's between the lines. And the feeling is pretentious. Banana on a wall sure takes balls, but selling nothing for $18K is senseless. I'm a Picasso fan, love Monet, but nowadays the money makes me sore. 18,000, it's just there. Pay the price, and you just think you scored. And I am, it's called. Oh, nothing's there. And I am sure you've just been robbed and don't even care. Oh, I bought it too. Oh, what the heck? I paid for it with an invisible check. That'll probably bounce too. I'm done.
That's Neil Zirconia and the classic. I actually bought the same sculpture.
Did you?
Mine's bigger.
Oh, of course.
Hey, how'd you get the big one? I asked for the big one.
Oh, I got the big one. It's all in your head. Coming up, we have interesting things in the news, including should you loan your cousin a sex toy?
No.
We'll find out what happens.
Share those.
All I'm going to say is somebody got stabbed when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Working for Randy, from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact, I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money, I'm working for minimum wage.
Forge. Swear to God. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for a minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage.
Just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know, when Esther and I had a big family, we hardly had any time for ourselves, you know. If I could ever just get through the newspaper one time without the kids interrupting, it was a miracle. They always wanted to go somewhere and do something. Well, of course, they're all grown up now, and Esther's dead. I just wish they'd call, just every now and then, just pick up the phone and say, "Hi, Granddad. How are you?" Well, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings her kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and hope that things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest. Any other interesting news headlines, Christy?
The FBI has identified the source of the virus-like blaster infection on the internet. The suspect, an 18-year-old who has not been identified but is expected to be arrested today.
Now, can we execute 18-year-olds in our society?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm there. I'm voting for it.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell the kid's not getting laid. Any kid that's getting laid on a regular basis is now creating computer viruses.
True.
So it's basically, that's a sex education in high school. All they talk about are diseases and things you can catch, and the girls stop putting out, and kids hole up in the room and create a virus.
he's going to be receiving a different kind of sex education, I hope.
His baseball hat and his dirt button are going to be the same size once I get done with him. This kid's going to be able to do deep knee bends over a fire hydrant.
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr.
It's all coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
Hi. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Tom, you missed it. Ace gave me the double guns from the Love Boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the real Love Boat tonight, 9 o'clock.
There you go.
The new Love Boat tonight.
Bad TV marches on.
Yeah.
There's Willie Griswold.
9 o'clock, folks. Don't miss it.
So much good out there. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. A couple things we got going on, including the Orange Insoles Yeti Cooler Sweepstakes. The Rolls Royce of coolers. How about winning one full of cool stuff from Orange Insoles? Details at orangeinsoles.com or bobandtom.com/contest. More on that coming up in a few minutes. Right now, I think, have we polished off sports? Did we? For the sports broadcast is
about a half hour ago.
Okay, that's wasn't aware of that.
I do not find that surprising.
Okay, very good.
This is what you farted for.
There we go. Whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy.
A Kentucky woman who stabbed her cousin during a dispute over a borrowed sex toy has been sentenced. Last year, Crystal Denham and her cousin, Michael Barton.
You couldn't make that name up, Crystal Denham.
Denham, D-E-N-H-A-M. It may be Denham. Got into an altercation after he came to her house to retrieve a sex toy she'd borrowed from him.
Okay. I mean, I've heard of kissing cousins, but do you borrow sex toys?
No.
I don't think you borrow nor lender be. I don't. That
they're like Netflix passwords. You just throw them around.
No, you don't.
You're knocking your neighbor's door. Hey, listen, I need a cup of sugar and a veiny double donger.
The 34-year-old told
anal intruder back. Can you? Oh. Sorry.
Told Barton to leave, but when he grabbed her elbow, she used a kitchen knife she was holding to stab him. Well, she was handed a 12-month jail sentence.
Jeez, how is that not in some ways self-defense? He grabs her like that.
Well, who knows what happened? I mean,
that's all I have. So I'm sure there's more to the story than we know.
Do we know what the sex toy was? Was it beads? Was it a dild? Was it a vibe?
Had it been washed?
Oh, my God, you guys.
Was it immersible?
They're immersible. Oh, you mean...
yeah, I mean,
it's only common
dishwasher
sense.
safe.
If you loan them out, you should always clean them up before you...
Sure.
Again, they're related. They're cousins. I've heard of kissing cousins, but this...
so they already share germs. We're fine.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie. It's right up your wheelhouse.
You guys breaking down this family feud over that sex toy.
Uh-huh.
Man, that sort of hits close to home, I swear to God. Because a few years ago, my mom Phyllis and my Aunt Putty went in 50-50 on, you called it, Tom, a double donger.
Oh.
Wow.
And it made sense on paper. You know, they just figured they'd treat it sort of like a timeshare. But it ripped our family apart. My Aunt Putty tried to leave town with it. And because it was so big, Delta put a pink tag on it and made her gate check it. So then, spoiler alert, it got lost in baggage claim because we had no idea it was going to be on the belt with the golf clubs and snow skis and javelins. So then the state took possession before she got it back. And my mom Phyllis had to go to court. She won, you know. Squatters' rights. I'll hang up and listen to your answer.
Okay, thank you. Was there a question? I don't recall.
Wow. They don't describe... The sex toy is not further described in court records, so I can't tell you what kind of sex toy
how about
it was.
that?
I wish they had to bring in an expert on Benoit beads or whatever to come into the courtroom. That would have been so fun.
No, Your Honor, I can't sit down.
She's a short girl. She's like my height.
Okay. Well, again.
Sounds classy.
Kissing cousins. Okay.
Really?
All right. What else you got?
A Florida woman's bid for some relaxation ended with firefighters cutting her foot free from a massage chair.
So they didn't cut her foot off.
Will you let me finish?
The way
Of
that
course they
reads, it's the
didn't.
firefighters cut her foot off to release her from.
No, it said
Cutting her foot free from a massage chair.
They didn't charge.
The What? The Naples Fire Rescue Department said firefighters who responded to the scene found the woman's foot was stuck in the part of the chair that massages the legs.
Help.
They cut the power to the chair before using a grinder to cut the steel rods that hold the rollers in place. They were eventually able to free the woman, who was evaluated for injuries and released at the scene.
Wow.
Did you make her flight?
Yeah.
Did you get an Orange Julius and still make the plane?
Oh, was she in the airport?
No, I have
Oh.
no shoe. I doubt it. I was just,
Oh.
that's where you see those massage chairs. Mm-hmm. You ever had one of those?
No, I've never I mean, when you get your
Nail places have.
pedicure, they have a massage chair, but it just rubs your back. It just
Does-
rolls up and down your back.
Does it make your feet shake so the person doing your
You know, I
toenails?
always wondered about that. It really doesn't.
So I'm sorry I sliced your toe off. Your toes are vibrating.
No, I love it. It's
I
my
do too.
favorite
That's my favorite
part.
part of the
Me
pedicure.
too. It rubs your head.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I hate those things. It feels like a robot's trying to hit you. It's not very comfortable.
no, Will.
I get a lot out of it, yeah.
Would you guys love to see Tom getting a manicure or pedicure?
Uh-huh.
Are you going to touch me now? Is that right? Okay, well.
Is that Sharper Image catalog still out there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't they have stores for a while? They always had these $4,000
They still have those.
chairs. That, okay.
I think that's what we're talking about here.
Get those chairs, get a big air freshener, one of those tall ones that goes in the middle of a room. They have a
Oh,
lot
I
of
know.
fun stuff.
Yeah.
Weird ping pong tables, sure.
Oh, we have ping pong in the news. Keep that thought. A couple in Gainesville, Texas says one of their houses is haunted by dirty talking ghosts.
My goodness.
According to WFAA,
Lower TV.
Linda Hill and her husband purchased several homes in the same neighborhood to rent them out. One house, however, has seen 10 tenants move out in less than 2 years, some claiming it to be haunted.
What?
Initially skeptical, Hill was taking a shower on the property when she saw a dark figure through the shower curtain and heard it say, "Looking good."
Oh, my gosh.
So
Wouldn't that just
just
give you
like
the-
that, you're convinced. Just like that here in the report, you're convinced it happened.
I have no reason to doubt this lady.
She thought it was her husband.
Well, wait a second. We'll keep going.
She thought it was her husband, only for him to walk into the bathroom asking who she was talking to.
Right.
Hill added that multiple people have captured recordings of dirty talking ghosts making noises in the house.
EVP, sure, electronic voice phenomenon.
She now rents the house exclusively to people who want to investigate.
See,
the ghosts.
that's where this thing may be just a
As for why,
ploy to rent the house.
I don't know about that.
As for why the ghosts appear to be unusually rude, WFAA reports the house. Sorry. WFAA
Fa la 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 la. Weird TV.
is rumored to have been a bordello at one point. Multiple psychics also claim to have seen a dead man lying on the floor in one of the rooms, which Linda Hill has since dubbed the murder room.
Sure, that'll certainly that'll haunt a house. A dead man in a bordello.
But again, I think the cynical point of view would be, they're doing this so they can keep renting the house.
But wouldn't it be easier to not do it and rent a house to anybody as opposed to
Yeah.
do it and try to find this niche demographic of ghost hunters? Use your head.
I am. Is that ectoplasm on the wall?
Oh, ectogism. Never heard of this.
Got slimed. And what did you say the ghosts were saying?
I want to see your boobs.
Okay.
Creepy ghost.
A nice booty.
That works too.
A team of scientists are saying they've observed human brain cells in a petri dish learn how to play Pong.
What?
The 800,000 brain cells, Josh, are in a petri dish, and they're called dish brain. They're manipulated with electrodes. The study's lead author, Dr. Brett Kagan, said, quote, "We have shown we can interact with living biological neurons."
Weird.
Kagan and his team will next experiment to see what effect alcohol has when introduced to dish
I
brain.
can tell you, beer pong.
Well, brain cell's going to brain cell.
Mm-hmm.
I heard they're mostly moving over to pickleball now. Funny.
Are they?
Oh, is that become quite
They're
popular?
older brain cells.
Kind of trendy. Yeah. Dish brain.
Yeah. That just sounds so creepy, doesn't it?
Sounds like something Mo would call Larry. Get over here, dish brain.
Where do they get them? Human brain cells, like alive?
Yeah,
every time you sneeze, you expel about 100,000 brain cells. So they can just capture somebody's sneeze, and
that would be mucus in the petri dish.
I could be wrong on this.
Are they doing the experiments in a pepper factory? Is that what they?
They usually do.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, I read this.
They got the brain cells are actually playing Pong.
That's what they're saying.
How strange.
Okay.
So the brain can operate without everything else. Fascinating.
The neurons can,
Although,
for sure.
let's face it, when they're playing Ms. Pac-Man, I'll be more impressed. Pong is
fairly basic
stuff. Pretty dumb.
Yeah, but these are just cells in a dish. My gosh, I wouldn't have thought they could have done anything but multiply and sit there.
How about coming up with a better name than dish brain? How about that?
You got parts of your body that are, you got sperm that are practically in the Olympics the way they swim.
Oh, boy, they are agile.
But those babies in a petri dish, and what's all the splashing going on?
Looks like this is boiling.
Right now, I mentioned our special contest. It's the Orange Insoles Yeti Cooler Sweepstakes.
Yeti.
And the way you get in on this is you go to orangeinsoles.com and just tell us your favorite Halloween-themed movie or TV episode. That's all you have to do. No judgment. And
that episode sucks.
Yeah. Sign up or go to bobandtom.com/contest. The Orange Insoles Yeti Cooler Sweepstakes. Speaking of Orange Insoles, Josh.
Yes.
You got those orange insoles in right now.
Well, as you know, I'm on my feet all day. I work harder than any farmer, construction worker, nurse, factory worker, teacher out there.
You might want to stop lying and just say that.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're one of those, or you just stand all day, you're putting stress on your body, stop waiting. Go to orangeinsoles.com. Trick-or-treating. It's coming up. You don't want your back to start hurting halfway through. Sorry, kids, we got to go home. No. Get orange insoles. By the way, they match your pumpkins, don't they? Put them in your shoes. You're going to love them. Right now, I've got them in my shoes. Orange Insoles carries men's sizes 15 plus. Now, I'm a 12, but that's still, that's something, isn't it?
That gets the job done.
They've got insoles that can even fit Bigfoot. That's right. Why do you think he's still out there traipsing around? He found proper support at orangeinsoles.com. Head over to orangeinsoles.com. It's easy to use and understand. They help you choose your insole based on the activity or the shoes you wear. Work boots, tennis boots, even cowboy boots. Plus, Orange Insoles comes with a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. And if you know someone who works on their feet, why not give Orange Insoles as a gift? They're going to love it. You're going to be thanked, and their feet will thank them and you.
That's complicated.
A lot of thanking, but all...
Well,
because of Orange Insoles.
Okay, thank you very much.
And you don't have to cut these. They don't come in one of those mats that you have to cut your size out. No. These are true to size as soon as you get them. Right now, through Halloween, that's October 31st, buy 2 pairs of Orange Insoles and save $10 at orangeinsoles.com. Plus, free shipping in the USA.
And they're not floppy. It's not like those deodorant things you stick in your shoes that are all flat. No, these have some. They have some substance.
They're going to do the job.
That's the idea. Thank you very much, Orange Insoles. Don't forget the orangeinsoles.com competition for the Yeti cooler. Right now, you can check that out. Coming back with more news with Christy Lee.
Sure.
And perhaps another song from Mr. Godwin, maybe something from the new album. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Oh, we're good at ruining things around here. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it's Wednesday. The NFL season rolls on. Thursday night football coming up. Make sure you get in your Pigskin Pick'em picks before the kickoff of the Thursday night game so you can be registered for Week 7 to win a Big Green Egg Mini Max. What is that? A Big Green Egg Mini Max? Well, it's like a big grill that you can cook your food on. The Big Green Egg is the sponsor of the contest. We've given away 6 already. And Joe Seether from Akron, Ohio, congratulations. You are our Pigskin Pick'em winner for week number 6, the only one to get 13 out of 14 games correct, winning himself a Big Green Egg Mini Max and the chance to pick against Chick McGee in the Shoein' of the Week coming up on Thursday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. So make sure you get your picks in at bobandtom.com/contest. Sponsored by the Big Green Egg, and good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Major League Baseball playoffs. Bryce Harper homered again. Kyle Schwarber hit a jaw-dropping 488-foot drive. And Zach Wheeler, brilliant in throwing one-hit ball for 7 innings. Phillies over the Padres in Game 1 of the NLCS 2-0 in San Diego. And at the stadium, Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge both had home runs. And the Yankees rocked past the Guardians 5-1 in the decisive Game 5 of the American League Divisional Series to set up a rematch with the Houston Astros this afternoon for the American League pennant. Opening night in the NBA last night, Golden State got their banner and their rings and the win. They beat the Lakers 123-109, and Boston over Philly 126-117. NHL in regulation, New Jersey, Philly, Ottawa, the Islanders, Calgary, and Buffalo all win. Blue Jackets win in overtime, beating Vancouver, and the Kings win in a shootout, beating Nashville. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. The first time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. You know, their eyes get all wide and get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific answer.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Bob and Tom, you can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Yesterday we were talking about hickeys.
Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Which one of your daughters has one?
No, nobody has hickeys, but we have death by hickey.
Death by hickey?
Mm-hmm.
Were that me, I'm sure the officers would stand over my body and say, I have a feeling this is how he'd wanted to go.
More chalk.
Yes, because I'm so gigantic.
Oh, my God.
One stick of chalk would never be enough.
We had to use a whole box of chalk to outline his...
Look at him. He had to take his headphones off, lean back, and he's screaming with laughter.
He's just an awful person.
More chalk.
Lucky numbers.
Man, if that weren't funny, I'd be so mad.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do, too.
I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. Mm-hmm. And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. That's who that is. He's over there in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold. It's a sidekick chair.
Halloween season is here. Spooky
You have to
season.
shut up. Oh, there's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. I sort of said that same thing off the air.
Yeah.
Totally different. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
How you doing? I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
A couple things we got going. We're helping Christy with her hippie chick costume for this costume party.
I think we got that all right.
Totally going to go with something else now.
I think that's all
It's
buttoned
so
up.
simple. Once again, what kind of dress do you want to wear? Like just a hippie dress, you know?
Yeah, I know. I got one.
And then, again, sandals, a lot of patchouli, and then just big hairy armpits. Just glue a couple of cheap wigs under your armpits. You'll be the talk of the party.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be the talk of the party.
Yes, you do.
No, I
Yes, you
don't.
do.
No,
Award-winning Christy Lee.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
there she is. Look at her with her big hairy
like that.
armpits. She doesn't look like she'd be all that hairy.
Oh, my gosh.
This is shocking. Yeah.
And she's passing out cards and say, hey, want a ball?
He's so obsessed with all of it.
That term confused me as a
It's
child.
eating
It
you
did?
up, isn't
Yes.
it?
What did you think it meant?
I thought in my teens it was you put the balls in the woman. That's what I thought. The ball.
Real?
I was told
Really?
that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you want a ball, yeah.
Pat, your
I also-
sad, confusing adolescence really needs to be left out of the
Wow,
mix.
that speaks
And
volumes.
I
as to
honestly
why
used to
you
think
are.
necking was like you just
Like a
pressed your neck.
giraffe?
Yeah, you just rubbed it. But I was like 8 when I heard it.
Yes, I thought Vietnamese gorillas were apes, because of the word gorilla.
Right.
You don't see the spelling on the news. The point is,
How could you have been so stupid?
it's amazing.
Yeah,
I've continued that tradition, by the way.
And we're
as an
trying to
adult.
name Josh Arnold's new album.
I've got a great suggestion over here. This would be a good title too. Bass to Mouth.
No.
No.
Which
I have
was the
one.
name
No, of course it's a good
name of the
suggestion.
boat.
This is from Michael. How about Josh Arnold angers America?
Oh, that's a good one.
Live. How about that?
That's
That
a good one
is
too.
good.
I've got a suggestion over
These are
here.
all good.
Someone says, "How about Josh live with all these bitches?"
Oh, jeez.
No.
Well, that's because here's a sampling of Josh talking on the radio.
Here we go.
Well,
All right.
the bitch has spoken. Yeah. Or relax, bitch. That's how it is.
According to this guy, with every
Hey,
pot
look,
you
bitch.
never.
You get the idea.
No, you're not going to.
That has backfired bad.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people coming up going, what do you think of that bitch? Oh, jeez.
Oh, really?
Hey, Josh. We're going to be friends. You see that bitch walking in?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Chick McGee did something years ago that I will not mention that backfired similarly with the public. We're just going to leave her right there.
Okay. Hey, Chick. Hey, I want you to know it's okay. My brother's gay, too. Which is fine. That's fine. Great. But, okay.
Well, we'll keep trying.
We are going to keep
Josh wants to go with live from Toledo.
I really would have loved that, yeah.
But it's going to be in Cincinnati.
Right.
Okay, well.
Someone didn't want to travel this league.
Okay, well. Well,
I've been to Toledo. I can't blame you. I'm kidding. I love Toledo.
Me too.
Now,
Glass City.
you did great there just
Toledo,
recently.
the Glass City?
Yeah.
Now, once again, this weekend, Josh, on stage, recording the new album at the Funny Bone in Cincinnati. Now, let's get back to the news desk.
Have you been to any haunted houses or haunted hayrides or anything yet this season?
Not this season. No, I will.
Oh, you will?
You know, I think my dislike for Halloween stems from haunted houses.
Really?
They have everything that I detest.
People
scaring me on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate
lines.
Thinking it's funny. Lines. Yeah.
things you don't like.
Jerks working at the haunted house. Hey, watch this. I'm going to grab her ass. Watch this.
And paying $40 to have all that.
Thanks.
Many fine haunted houses out there.
I love them. Love them.
Yeah.
You know they're my
Christy, what else is happening?
Opinions there.
Russian cosmonaut Oleg Artemyev is back on Earth, and he recently ran over a colleague with a car.
My fault, Ski.
Forgot about gravity.
Stupid.
Artemyev did not see the employee of the Star City Cosmonaut Training Center, according to authorities, who was crossing the road in the dark. It said that Artemyev immediately provided first aid assistance to the victim, Anatoly Uranov, who was hospitalized with severe fractures.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And then Tori Hole, new one.
Artemyev, according to this, sober and immediately called authorities. The incident comes just weeks after the 50 51-year-old returned from his third mission to the International Space Station.
Now, in Russia, sober, you have to blow over a .40.
That's right.
I think their standards are a little bit different. Well, yikes.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
A blind woman from Arizona.
Can't see.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But she's going to fly a plane across the country.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Wait a minute.
Good for her.
Kaya Armstrong told KSAZ TV.
What is it?
KSAZ.
KSAZ. I got nothing. Tom?
Well.
Kiss ass. You're such a kiss ass. Oh, we love the president. Yes, we do. Oh, we love it.
Quote, I have to go through extensive ground school and in-flight training just to figure out all the ins and outs and all the details. Well, yeah. Earlier this month, she took off from Mesa's Falcon Field Airport in a small Cessna aircraft.
Where's the Falcon Field? Well, if you had some Falcon eyes.
Tyler Sinclair, a pilot with Leopard Aviation, is helping with the flight as the 21-year-old's guide.
It's kind of nutty, isn't it?
No, it's cool.
Quote, while Kaya is piloting, I will just be there helping her navigate, basically keeping the plane level.
Her dog is screaming.
But she does most of
With
the
his head out
flying
the
herself.
You know how dogs are. Uh-oh, drop the cane.
She doesn't land the plane, does she? Because that would be...
Trust me, the pilot. This just goes to prove my point. Pilots barely do anything up there.
No, this guy.
All do you hit two buttons.
The guy is. I'm sure the person. Does he have his own set of steering wheels and stuff in case something goes wrong?
Well, there's a co-pilot in a plane. You've not been in a plane before?
Yeah, but I mean, this is a little plane, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Just a little plane.
It's real easy. She's got this.
It's a cute little plane.
I understand. When they recovered the wreckage, all they could hear on the black box was the dog scream.
Yes, the dog scream.
Oh, for gosh sakes.
Who did that
She's
originally?
still flying. She's fine.
George Burns.
Probably.
You know, Gracie's learning how to skydive. Did I tell you? It's amazing. The only problem is the dog screaming too loud. George Burns. George Burns, everybody.
That's very bold.
I didn't know I did.
It is, but good for her.
Meta, the parent company of Facebook, has unveiled a new product that will allow users to create videos generated by artificial intelligence. It's called Make a Video.
Can we stop this at some point until they take over? We won't be happy.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
Robots are here.
It's not yet available for public use. Make a Video will allow users, though, to create videos from a text prompt.
Meta's not done making fake videos of government officials doing what they... until it won't be available for public use until they've elected who they want to be elected.
The videos are no longer than 5 seconds and contain no audio, but mark a significant leap in AI-generated art form still images to video clips.
So it can be anything. You can type in like Gina Davis on a unicycle and they'll make a little video for you?
Apparently.
That's fun.
You know, it's going to be more like Dick Pick the movie, I think.
Really?
That's going to be the...
That's how most people will end up using
Yeah,
it.
it's not going to be all that sophisticated.
This one's destroying Tokyo. I look forward to it.
Cockamamie, the musical. Oh, that's Mame.
It's like anti-Mame.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Mame and...
Mame, he's right. So sorry. Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
How's that album of yours doing?
Number 7 right now.
That's very
on
nice.
Amazon. Pretty cool.
That's very nice.
Out of 8.
Pat Godwin, the new album is called Christmas Bonus. Features a bunch of Christmas songs. There's a Hanukkah song on there, a Thanksgiving song, a Halloween song.
Christmas bonus.
Maybe you can play a song.
The point is, it's out there. Thank you for streaming purposes. And we also have a bunch of new Bob and Tom stuff streaming out there for the first time. So you can check that out as well. I think we have four of the projects are floating around now in the world of streaming.
Cool.
And they're all on that same chart.
Yeah,
Do you feel like playing something from the new one?
Yeah,
Pat?
you have Holiday Classics is rising up the charts also. Your album.
Okay. I can't believe I let them call it that, but
I like that.
Why?
I don't know. I just
Who asked why? Go ahead.
Trying to make conversation, chick. We have 4 news stories left.
You just started.
Little peek behind the curtain there.
Little peek behind the curtain.
Am I wrong?
Fill in the cloud.
I've got a
Actually, 3.
I'm sorry. What were you doing?
I just want to go back one story.
What?
the Meta, which I don't buy into. Let's just call us, it's Facebook.
Right.
They called it Make a Video.
Make a Video. What a horrible title.
That's the best they could come up with.
I think it's really smart. You just name it exactly what it is.
Like Josh Arnold Live?
No.
That's what you're trying to do, isn't it?
Yes.
You're trying to defend your stupid album title.
When I was talking to Zuckerberg last night, he said it's something simple.
If you had a conversation, it wouldn't be a talk, it'd be a lot of yelling, I'd imagine. If you could get Zuckerberg's ear.
I don't know if I would use my words or my fists. You ruined the planet.
And you stole the idea. I'm sorry, Pat, little something from the Christmas bonus album?
Well, the only two we can do are Divorce Guy Halloween or Drunken Uncle, so take your pick there.
Well, I like the Divorce Guy Halloween.
Why? The ink's not dry on the other ones? Why can't we do these?
Well, they're Christmas.
Dumb name.
Who's that knocking on my front door? I'm watching the game, it's 3:45. There's a tiny Spider-Man saying trick or treat. I'm in my boxer shorts, all out of sweets. The scariest thing you've ever seen is a divorced guy with no idea it's Halloween. I've got no candy in the house, man, that's a drag. Cause Baby Yoda's on my porch, holding a bag. I've got no Snickers, Reese's Cups, or Hershey bars. I have Chinese takeout and a couple cigars. The lights are off so I can't be seen. I'm a divorced guy with no candy, no girlfriend, no idea it's Halloween. I've got toothpaste, vitamins, and piece of crust. Advil, Sudafed, and Cheeto dust. A fifth of Crown Royal and a couple of beers. Unpaid bills and a summons to appear. Oh, the scariest thing you've ever seen is a divorced guy with no candy, no girlfriend, no job, no pants, no idea it's Halloween.
Trick or treat, mister. Trick or treat. Go away, you punk. There's a video of that. Noah made a nice video of that. You can see that. That's one of the pieces from Pat's album. I'm reading more about this blind woman who's flying the plane.
Good for her. I'm excited for her.
I think it's interesting. Now, this is it's a small Cessna.
Right.
And, but she's hoping to become a commercial pilot.
Oh, cool.
I can imagine.
Well, looking out on the left side of the plane, you'll see something I can't.
I'm told the Grand Canyon is on our left.
I thought it was either going to.
I could be in a simulator. I don't know.
It was either going to be that or on the right side of the plane, you can see my dog screaming. I thought it was going to be one or the other. Yeah.
On the right side of the plane, you can see my dog fetching my cane.
The plane has a big pair of sunglasses on the front of it.
So sorry. Flying to see.
Yes.
No, good for her. That's
good for her.
I mean, yeah, it's very difficult.
Sure. No, it's got to be great. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, coming up. Thank you very much, Pat. That's from Pat's new album.
Yeah. Thanks, Pat.
Thank you. I really enjoyed that.
What was that time? Coming up on the left side of the plane, you'll see something I can't.
See, she's blind.
See, she's blind.
We got it.
You know how
Hey,
blind
look,
works.
It's not my fault.
They call it blind because you can't.
Coming up, we still have to hear from Ace Cosby.
We have the Ace Cosby, joke of the day coming up. And also, of course,
Allie Breen.
You mean Sexy Time.
Sexy Time.
Sexy Time with Allie Breen.
Oh, hey, I just saw this. A hand-painted guitar signed by Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin is up for auction.
Neat.
And 2019 Fender Masterbuilt Dragon and Mirrored Telecaster set. What do you think the opening bid would be?
It does. I already have one of those.
You already have one of those?
That's right.
It's a 2019 Telecaster?
Yeah.
$90,111.
$49,000.
Oh, come on.
Why?
$49,000.
Yep, that's the opening bid, ladies and gentlemen, at Heritage Auctions, if you'd like to check it out for yourself.
But Jimmy Page never played it on a record, and it's
No, but he painted it.
He painted it. Oh, yeah. Why did Jimmy Page come over and paint my garage door? Okay.
Why is the time?
He painted it and signed it.
Doesn't he know he can play the guitar? He doesn't have to paint the guitar. He's one of the best guitarists
And it's
of all
really
time.
not that great of a painting. I mean, it's okay. It's
Some of this memorabilia stuff's gotten a little out of hand.
You think?
Yeah, okay. Well, speaking of out of hand, if you've been watching TV at all lately, you're seeing a lot of political ads, and, well, now we got one.
I'm Doug LaDouche, and I approve this ad. I'd like to talk to you about an important issue none of the other candidates seem to be willing to discuss. An issue that impacts tons of good, everyday citizens like you guys. I'm talking about ghosts. Did you know that most cities in America have, like, a whole bunch of ghosts? And almost all of them are here illegally. My opponents won't talk about it. Maybe because they're scared. And I get it. Ghosts can be very spooky. They float through walls and turn lights on and off and go, ooh, and stuff. That is why I, Doug LaDouche, are the person you should vote for. I'm not too afraid to talk about ghosts, and I'm not too afraid to get to the bottom of why they're haunting us and how we can get them to knock it off. And I vow to find answers to all the other great American mysteries, too, like the Loch Ness Monster and who really built the Grand Canyon. So, I'm not trying to threaten you or anything, but vote for me for president, or else, you know, more ghosts.
Paid for by the Doug LaDouche for President Committee. Ted Fiegelman, Treasurer.
Ted Fiegelman. I'll tell you what. Doug LaDouche, once again. Ghosts. I haven't seen a single ad even mentioning ghosts.
No, I haven't either.
He's a brave
coming
man.
up, we have a cow trapped in the basement of a barn. We have goats eating some property in Arizona and an actual snake on a plane.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Terrifying business class.
That blind chick didn't see it.
Was it an emotional support snake?
No.
Oh.
If you look out the left side of the plane, you'll see something I can't.
As a matter of fact, if you look out the right side, the same thing. Boy, oh boy. What am I doing up here?
Why don't they just tell her she's up in the air, have a couple of guys shake the wings?
On a simulator. Okay, that way nobody gets hurt.
Exactly.
She's just in a wheelie chair in a hallway. They're just spinning it. This is terrible. God bless that girl.
And the guy with her, all of a sudden, he keels over with a heart attack. Hey, Roger. Hey,
I'm flying blind up here. Literally.
Hey, let's go have a meal.
Okay. Okay. It's the season. The fall is here. Pumpkin spice, apple cider. Oh, lots of great stuff. And a good time to save some cash. That's where HelloFresh comes in. It's cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% cheaper than takeout. How does it work? Well, HelloFresh sends you the fresh ingredients. They've done the measuring, and they've done the grocery shopping. You take them out of the box and you put it together. It's something new, by the way, the Harvest Dinner Series, a collection of seasonal recipes. Among the many options at HelloFresh, by the way, to the side here, HelloFresh also is now offering vegan recipes made without any animal products on the menu every week. So you can do stuff like sweet chili tofu or spicy coconut curry. HelloFresh also has your standard comfort food. You can't go wrong. Every week they've got something like, maybe it's this, Willie. What do you got?
One of my favorites, the barbecue pulled chicken tacos with creamy slaw and red onion. HelloFresh is going to send you 8 ingredients. You put those together in 4 easy steps. This is all done in one pan. In 20 minutes, you have these delicious, colorful tacos that you made at home with help from our friends at HelloFresh.
Get started today. HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. The BT Show 65 code, you'll need it a couple of times. And it's going to knock 65% off the price and will include free shipping. I'll say that again. Free shipping, 65% off at HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. You're going to love it. When we come back, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. Coming up, we're going to have Allie Breen at the Sexy Time desk. Oh, yeah, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and
Thank you, Josh. Made my day. Could you get the phone for me?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, hey, Floyd.
Hi, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your Chick Has the Flu program.
Chick's got the flu. We've got Jeff Oskey sitting in for him.
I heard you talking about adult bookstores a few minutes ago.
You know, Christy was talking about how she was in one.
You know, as a lifetime member of the Lions Den,
yes,
I've been through my fair share of adult bookstores. The hardest part is trying to get my rascal back through them thin hallways. Eight shows, of course, and then sometimes you'll have a fella headed out while I'm trying to head in. It's kind of like playing the bumper cars. I have a hard time navigating in places like that in the scooter. Last time I kindly got stuck trying to head out. And I hit what I thought was a speed bump. It didn't have enough juice in my battery to get over it, so I called for the clerk. He put the toenail clippers down and then raised the fuss about it. And I said, why the hell you raising the fuss? Put a speed bump right in the middle of an aisle, and I'm trying to get out. He explained it wasn't a speed bump, just a double donger that fell off the shelf. It worked like a set of stop sticks on my rascal. They've got just about everything in there. You know, I always enjoyed the selection of music, of course. Most of them play the hits of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. Something I like to do, walk out of an adult bookstore and act like you got gum on the bottom of your shoe.
Oh, yes.
Then pick it off and hold it up to your nose and say, I can't believe it ain't butter.
Boy.
Pick a shine. Christy, I don't know if you've ever been to the Lions Den, but we still got $12 left on the gift card I can send you.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
I recommend you wear your Crocs. Good night.
It's just that easy. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The reason Melissa Etheridge is doing an autobiographical show off-Broadway is because it's terrifying. You heard me right. She says she's done so many things that she now needs something that's scary and intense. And it's a different experience than, of course, playing a concert doing off-Broadway. The show called Melissa Etheridge, My Window, runs in New York through the end of the month. Imagine Dragons are calling off the South American leg of their tour because singer Dan Reynolds is dealing with multiple health issues. The band apparently has announced Reynolds is struggling with hemorrhaging vocal cords and a nodule since their last tour. And on top of that, Reynolds is dealing with a serious lateral knee ligament sprain that's going to require a brace and rehabilitation. Kendrick Lamar will live stream his concert in Paris on Saturday. It'll start at 2 p.m. Eastern, stream on Amazon Prime Video for free. Lamar's performance will be viewable on demand after that. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Oh, it's
Pepe Lescote.
Pepe Lescrotum. Good morning, Hi, Pepe.
Comment allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting is a non-urine.
Oh,
the
was that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Peppy.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one. That's right.
Thank you, Pepe La Scrotum. Au revoir.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, they're floating in our
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Comedian Greg Hahn is here with us.
I used to date a girl 13 years younger than me. They chew a lot of gum. You know what I mean? They do a lot of young girl stuff. It's kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Like you'll be driving along, they'll see a car with a headlight out, and they'll do that padiddle thing. Padiddle! Padiddle! What? What's going on? It's a padiddle! It's a padiddle! Padiddle-doo-dah! Well, you go over railroad tracks, her feet would come off the floorboard, some superstitious thing like that. You know what I mean? Wow. Or we'd see a VW bug, she'd punch me in the shoulder. Punch buggy! Whatever! Punch buggy! Sometimes we see like a VW bug with its headlight out while we're going over railroad tracks. All hell's breaking loose up there. Spinning around, crashing my window, breaking everything. Whatever! You ever been on a date where after a couple hours you find it nearly impossible not to say, somebody kill me?
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question.
Your cue to maybe get some cash.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yep.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Yellow.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning that track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, currently freezing, and here's Tom Griswold. It's really cold.
Thank you very much. We had a weird news story, Christy, about some lady who got herself stuck in a massage chair.
Yep.
Firefighters had to cut off her foot.
They did not cut off her foot.
They cut around
listen
her
to the
You gotta listen to the
story.
show.
They cut the chair apart.
They cut the chair apart.
Yes.
Fellas, this comes to us from Jennifer. And I tell you, Jennifer, from the beginning, you'll see why in a second.
Jenny, who can I?
There are massage chairs that massage your buttocks.
How about that?
And your bee-hole.
Wait a second.
She says you have not lived until you get the surprise from one of these massage chairs popping up into the aforementioned.
You sure this isn't some sales clerk at the furniture store dressed as a massage chair?
And then she writes, as a truck driver, it's an amazing feeling to have my sore buttocks massaged.
Okay.
Are you
To mention
serious?
her bee-hole.
The last line, I'm reading this verbatim, Christy.
I like Josh's idea. It's a truck stop. There's a couple guys hiding underneath some leather.
Yes.
You can hear them going, ooh, and smelling and stuff.
You know what? You don't have to give me anything for Christmas or anything for my birthday. Just come up to me twice a year and go, have you heard about the bee-hole? I will be happy for 6
Then
months.
she goes, no, Josh.
I'm afraid to look up bee-hole massager.
She looks, and then she writes, I definitely recommend it, especially to Josh, who enjoys that kind of play.
All right.
There we go.
You have said it's just a group of nerves back there.
It is a bundle of nerves.
Okay.
Little pressure never hurting anybody.
Man, I'm trying to figure that stuff out.
Now, let's see, where was
You're
I?
young. You got time.
Coming up, we have Sexy Time with Allie Breen. Also, I want to remind you that we have something new out there. It's another contest. It's the Orange Insoles Yeti Cooler Sweepstakes. So what am I talking about?
Have you seen these Eddies? Have you seen these coolers? These Yeti? They seem to be very popular.
They are very popular because they're very,
well made.
good.
They are the Rolls Royce
Yes,
of
they are.
coolers.
You ain't seen nothing Yeti. Oh, that's what they said when I called them with that.
Oh, yeah?
They booed me and hung up.
What a crass saleswoman.
I said, this has been Chick McGee.
But baby, you ain't seen the
But you were an ad sales writer, weren't you?
I was a
Were you
copywriter, yeah.
Well,
Boy,
we are
that's a
giving
hoax.
away this beautiful Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles. Check out the details at orangeinsoles.com, and you can win one at bobandtom.com/contest. Got this letter from Charles in Muskegon, Michigan.
Charles.
He goes, Orange Insoles have become an important part of my uniform. I work as a firefighter and EMT at a very busy fire department. I'm often on my feet most of the time during a 24-hour shift. I use Orange Insoles in both my firefighting boots and my uniform boots during my shifts.
All right.
They support my feet extremely well, especially when adding 100 pounds of gear onto my body.
Wow.
I recently forgot my Orange Insoles. And yikes, I was wondering why my feet hurt so bad. Then I realized because I didn't have the foot support that I get from my Orange Insoles. How nice.
There you go.
Now, if you want to win some Orange Insoles and a beautiful Yeti cooler, once again, it's bobandtom.com/contest or orangeinsoles.com. We appreciate it. And thanks for being out there, Charles, and being a firefighter and helping people out every day. My name is Charles. Now, what do you got over there, Christy Lee?
I want to hear from Ace Cosby. Can we hear from Ace?
Hey,
Gotta give the people what they want.
Hey, Chris.
What?
Have you ever thought about shutting up?
Oh, I can shut up.
Okay.
See?
You wanted this.
I wanted the best. I got the best. Go, Ace.
My friend didn't pay his exorcist.
No?
He got repossessed.
That'll happen. Pretty good. Pay your exorcist fee and tip.
20%.
See?
Yes.
It was worth it.
Speaking of 20%, how about 100% guarantee on something you'll love? Omaha Steaks. Thank you for the joke of the day, Omaha Steaks. It's not just steak, it's the best steak of your life, guaranteed. Go to omahasteaks.com, use code BTS at checkout to get $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required.
All right.
Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you, Ace. That was excellent.
That was very good.
And we now return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
Passengers aboard United Airlines Flight 2038 were in for a slithering surprise.
Oh.
There was a snake on the plane.
Hey, how you doing?
Unlike the movie, of course, it was just one small garter snake, but it really got people in business class. They jumped to attention, so to
Yeah,
speak.
good. Those people deserve a little scare.
Crew members were able to board the flight once it landed from Tampa in Newark, and the snake was caught and released into the wild. So not really a story, but
How did it get on the plane?
they aren't saying that. They don't know.
None of your
I don't think.
business.
Okay, all righty. Now, what have we got coming up, Christy?
Coming up, we have a cow trapped in the basement of a barn. We have
First of all, barns
goats.
have basements.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
barns
Some
do have
barns.
basements.
Absolutely.
Like
You can hold a lot of bodies in that.
Man
I
cave.
mean, many bales of hay.
We have goats in the news, mosquitoes in the news, and Lady Gaga in the news.
What's she up to?
Well, we'll find out. When
we were
get all
talking
the teas.
yesterday about some of the victims' parents, etc., upset about the popularity of this Jeffrey Dahmer costume that's everywhere.
Right.
But I did see that Netflix stock going way up, and they're crediting it to the Jeffrey Dahmer series.
How about that?
Subscription went way up.
So, yikes, that's scary. And I think you're going to see a lot of those costumes, but the main one you're looking for is Christy Lee as the hippie chick. We need some more suggestions how to make that work. We'd love to hear from you. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Well, this, of course, is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you'd call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, say it to my face. And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Pretty God. Well, it's hard to spell on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, Oh, no, you didn't.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, we've got some young, handsome comedians out on the road this weekend, and you should check them out if you're in the area. That's the Donnie Baker on stage at the Rona at Ironton, Ohio. That's coming up Saturday night, only October 22nd. And Josh Arnold recording his album at the Funny Bone in Liberty Heights, Ohio, Liberty Township, Butler County. You know what I'm saying, outside Cincinnati. Friday night, October 21st, Saturday night, October 22nd. He'll be recording his album both nights, so you can be there in the audience and part of the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. ThatJoshArnold.com for tickets and information. And for Donnie Baker's show, you guessed it, DonnieBaker.com. By the way, Donnie and the Pork Pistols will be taking the stage the following weekend, Friday the 28th and Saturday the 29th at the Jukebox in Peoria, Illinois. Donnie Baker with his band live on stage. If you've never checked out the Pork Pistols, Peoria, you're in for a treat. And the bonus, it is the weekend ahead of Halloween. I'm guessing there's going to be some folks dressed up in costumes. Again, the Jukebox in Peoria, Illinois. Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Check out DonnieBaker.com for tickets and information. Allie Breen coming up, Sexy Time, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Here's a look at things you may have missed this morning. President Joe Biden will announce the release of 15 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Reserve as part of a response to recent production cuts announced by OPEC Plus nations, according to senior administration officials. He'll also say more oil sales are possible this winter as his administration rushes to be seen as pulling out all stops ahead of next month's midterm elections. The Strategic Reserve now contains roughly 400 million barrels of oil, its lowest level since 1984. UK inflation accelerated to a 40-year high in September as the soaring cost of food squeezed household budgets. The Office for National Statistics says consumer price index rose 10% compared with 9.9 the previous month. The new data shows inflation returned to the July peak and is once again at the highest since early 1982. Food prices leapt by 14.5% from a year earlier in the UK. That's the biggest jump since 1980. The rise increases expectations the Bank of England will raise interest rates further and faster as it struggles to return inflation to its 2% target. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's got his hands right on his organ. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi. Doing the same.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby, manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Chilling out.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you, Chick McGee. I want to say a special hello to Joe in Akron, Ohio, and I think it's pronounced Seether. What do you think?
Apparently it's Scyther, but
It
he
is
said
Scyther?
it's either with an S. So you can say Seether or Scyther.
So if he says Scyther, we're going to go with Scyther.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Joe is our latest winner in the Pigskin Pick'em competition. He won week 6, got 13 of 14 games correct. Nobody else got 13 of 14. He wins a big green egg mini max. Are we going to be able to talk to him tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. He's very nervous to talk to you, Chick.
Good.
So be
Good.
very-
Keep it that way.
Very gentle.
Good. Step right up,
Joe.
jerk face. Let's go.
See, Joe, that's...
I don't know why this has turned into
We'll be nice to you.
big time wrestling. I don't know.
So it's Joe Scyther.
Indeed.
Okay. But good work, Joe.
Yes.
And,
Joe Mama.
Congratulations, Joe.
That's that Chick McGee charm you're looking for.
That's a bird. That's a big bird.
Now, I'll tell you what, you've got to enter to be part of week 7. You've got to enter before the Thursday night game. So you've got all day today to figure out your picks. You don't have to pick against the spread. Just pick the winners in this weekend's NFL games, starting with the Thursday nighter and going all the way through to the Monday nighter.
Winner.
There we go. Congratulations, Joe. We look forward to talking tomorrow. We will be very nice. We'll be polite. Most of us will be gentlemanly.
Nice. Sure.
And we hope you do very well. Now, where were we? Oh, we were talking about Christy Lee's costume.
Yeah.
Jessica, have you heard this? Christy decided to go as a hippie chick to this costume party.
I think Thomas decided it for me.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And her boyfriend is going to go as a deadhead.
I thought it was Manson.
So are you wearing tie-dye, or are you going to be wearing like the vest?
No, I have a little mini dress and white boots. It's
Okay.
easy.
Like a fur vest,
Oh, I could get a fur vest.
Sunny.
I think you should go as Janice from the Muppets.
I agree.
A band.
Yeah.
All you need is a pair of glasses. Because
great.
you and Janice, I think, kind of sort of have the
Alike
same
for
hair.
sure.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Are you not familiar with Janice? Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Isn't that her name, Janice?
Yes.
Yeah.
From where?
The Muppet Show band, Dr. Teeth, and the
I
Electric
am not
Mayhem.
familiar with Janice.
Yeah, I'm not sure people are going to pick up on that, though. If she goes as hippie chick, once again, the key to this is buying a cheap toupee, cutting it in half, and having it under her armpits like she has
No,
super
that
hairy
is not the
armpits.
key.
And then
Did they all
splashing
have-
herself with patchouli.
People shave their armpits. They could be a hippie and still shave, right?
Not according to Tom.
Not a dirty
I also
hippie.
don't know.
They're
I
not
don't
true hippies.
And now, a lot of the non-hippies, even non-shaving their armpits. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah. That's a big
I mean, you
thing.
can get a pair of like round hippie glasses and
Well, that's not what you want to say.
No, go ahead.
T-shades.
Oh, my God.
And talk
Why
about...
are they called
Yeah, what's
T-shades?
T-shades?
Because T was slang for marijuana, and it was
TEA.
Yeah, the notion was that you had to wear them inside because you were so high, your pupils would be dilated. The classic T-shades are featured with Roger McGuinn from the Byrds. Those little teeny rectangular glasses would be completely worthless for anything. Obviously, they're just for show. But this would be great. You'll be the talk of the party with your big hairy armpits.
I don't want to be the talk of the party. I want to blend into the walls.
Your big hairy arm.
Go as wallpaper.
Go as wallpaper. paper. I'm sure that's been done.
Well, that's too much work.
You could be a gorilla hippie. That way you're satisfying Tom and you can still be a hippie.
What's a gorilla hippie?
You're hairy all over. You're just a gorilla that's
dressed as a
far out,
hippie.
man.
What?
Oh, she's trying to meet you halfway.
Be a gorilla dressed as a hippie.
Halfway. Gorilla's covered with hair last time I looked.
So you got to get a gorilla suit.
But she'll be hairy.
No, the hippie chick is a great idea.
Okay. I got it. But I'm not going to put the fake armpit.
And you're not going to win.
Christy,
I'm not going to win anything. There's no contest.
I'll let you off the hook here. We are also we're getting some suggestions for the name of my live album.
Yeah?
I liked the simplicity of Josh Arnold live. I don't think as much people care for it as I do.
Not a lot of traction on that.
Jesse says, how about calling it Arnold, you not entertained?
Arnold, you not entertained. Boy, that works on the radio.
Right.
Would it work in print, do you think?
You'd have to sort of bold the AR and the you not entertained type thing.
Okay, that might work. I like
that.
Not using it.
Okay.
But it's very funny.
Okay.
What if you're really dirty and do a lot of dirty, sexy stuff, and it's Josh Arnold live from Cincinnati? So you're not a fan of Live from Cincinnati? Oh, you're crossing your arms.
I like it.
Oh, he does like it. That's fun.
Okay. Well, these are all fine. They're all better than live.
All right.
Could you just name it whatever people will Google? So it's like Josh Arnold, Bob and Tom Show. And then whenever someone Googles that,
it'll come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First. Sorry.
No, I could, yeah.
Because you won't. Clearly.
Well, I'm not going to call it Josh Arnold, Bob, and Tom.
How about this? Why don't we join forces?
Just kill me.
Join forces here. Call it Josh Arnold hippie chick.
Or armpit hair.
And you dress up in a hippie dress.
How about Josh Arnold caveman? Have him on in one of those animal skins. You have his hairy armpits out, make you happy.
Holding a big club.
Yes. Have a woman by the hair.
How about this one? You take the name of your band, Josh Arnold and the Consensuals. Then you scratch out Consensuals, Josh Arnold going solo.
So inside.
A lot going on there. It really is. Of course, going solo could mean many
a lot of different things.
I'm sorry. We'll keep trying. Christy Lee, what have you got over there?
Rescuers removed a cow that had become trapped in the basement of a Virginia barn. The Galax Fire Department said firefighters responding to the scene found the animal had fallen into a 7-foot deep cellar just inside a barn wall. Crews removed a section of roof before calling in King's Towing Company. They used a wrecker boom, which was extended over the trapped cow. After farm workers secured straps around the heifer, it was then carefully hoisted out of the cellar. The cow, by the way, not seriously injured.
Well, until it goes to the slaughterhouse.
Well, there's that.
That's a weird. Can you imagine you're a tow truck?
We're gonna still eat it. Don't get me wrong.
Tow truck driver, and you get a phone call. Can you bring the wrecker over? Kind of a fun day. You get home, man.
Yeah.
I never guess what I did today.
Yeah, I towed a cow.
They prefer to be called plus-size women. I know. The wife thought he was being insensitive.
Oh, I see.
This isn't me.
He's playing a part.
Right.
Acting. Scene there.
It sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it?
What?
No, don't be careful about her. She's got a cow in the cellar. What exactly does that mean? Or he's a cow in the cellar. He's a big guy that lives in his mom's basement, plays video games all day, doesn't have a job. That would be really hard work.
To be a tow truck driver?
No, to be getting a cow out of a...
Yeah, it took a tow truck.
And a crane and a
hoist.
boom.
They couldn't just drag it out.
Well, they could have.
All right, first gear, Lonnie.
Couldn't you just cut it up and bring it up piece by piece?
Well, maybe it's a dairy cow. Did it say what kind of cow?
I'm just saying.
They're still tasty.
Does it give the cow's name?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't give the cow's name.
You ain't never.
You know, a lot of farm cows don't have names. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
They don't tend to name them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the name is number 937.
Yeah.
I'll pass the bossy.
Authorities in Arizona have apprehended a goat accused of causing property damage and urinating on sheriff's deputies.
Oh, my gosh.
The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office said the goat, of course they have named Billy, has been terrorizing residents of Tonopah, where the animal damaged a garage door.
Tonopah?
Here we go. Stand by for Little Feet reference.
It's the only time I've ever heard of that town.
Tonopah?
What's that?
From the great song by Little Feat.
I don't know anything about the great song from Little Feet, but I know Tonopah is in Arizona.
Willin. I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, Hatchapee to Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Okay.
Hey, he said, desperately trying to change the subject. This woman flying, the blind pilot, has really gotten out of hand. They're sending me a Photoshop of a Cessna with a golden retriever on the front of it, riding outside.
And 2 canes.
Yeah.
And 2 canes.
That is insensitive and very funny.
Good doggy.
Boy,
it's awful.
Awful.
I'm sorry. So the Billy,
the Billy goat.
No. Didn't you see the name, the number on the side of the plane?
I can't see it from here.
It's N Trouble.
Oh.
Well, that's inspired.
I thought the number was in Braille.
Okay.
Has been terrorizing residents of Tonopah, where the animal damaged a garage door, an electrical cord, oh my, and even chased a resident around a car.
It's a goat.
After responding, deputies took Billy into custody. The goat urinated on one of the deputies.
Take that.
The goat was restrained till he could be picked up by livestock control. Well, that doesn't sound like it's going to end well, does it? Sheriff's office jokingly said Billy was, quote, charged with trespassing, assault, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct.
The livestock control guy's itching to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
I'll snap its neck. Hey, calm down. I wouldn't even catch it.
Christ, dude.
You're saying it's available.
The hell?
Anybody have anything?
No, I was waiting for Tom because we wanted to talk about the sleep number, people.
100, baby.
We have
45, baby.
Coming up, we have sexy time.
Sure we do.
Sexy time with Allie Breen in a matter of moments. I'm very excited about that. I will remind you also, we have our Big Green Egg competition happening. Once again, you got to get it in before the Thursday nighter starts. So pick your winners this week. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. A couple of cool things going on there. Mr. McGee, you just pointed out that your sleep number setting is 100.
100. It's a firm mattress, Tom. I like a firm mattress.
But if you wanted to, you could switch it to Christie's setting.
45.
45. That's a softer marshmallow-like mattress, but it's your choice. It's the Freedom Bed. But here's something new from Sleep Number with a very special offer. They have discovered 8 out of 10 couples say one of them sleeps either too hot or too cold. Science tells us that regulating your sleep temperature leads to higher quality sleep, and that's what it's all about, because every great day starts the night before with proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Here's what I'm talking about, the new Sleep Number bed. It's all about temperature control. It's called the Climate 360 Smart Bed. So a great way to get proven quality sleep with a very special price right now. So check out your favorite Sleep Number store. To find it, go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, Sleep Number is the official sleep and wellness partner of the National Football League. So find out about the bed that regulates your temperature, and it's the smart bed that does it. Once again, it's something new from Sleep Number. When we come back, it will be sexy time. With Allie Breen, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, the Bob and Tom Show is on the air, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Mark Allison. Sexy Time with Allie Breen. Also, Scorched Earth. That's Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast as we roll through a Wednesday morning together. Again, a reminder, don't forget the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em contest for week number 7 is open for you to register and get your winners in. bobandtom.com/contest. And if you want to know more about the Big Green Egg, there's Egg Fests happening all over the country this weekend. The North Texas Egg Fest, Texas, Saturday, October 22nd at Sunnyland Outdoor Living. That's in North Dallas. You can check out the Big Green Egg and the Big Green Egg Mini Max for yourself. See how they work, talk to some experts, and most importantly, they are cooking food, and you can try some samples. When they had the eggs cooking on our front porch of the Frigamall building, we had some wings, we had some hot dogs. They made something wrapped in bacon. Oh, it was delicious. And the food, it's amazing when it's cooked in the Big Green Egg. Find out for yourself. Again, the North Texas Egg Fest this Saturday, the 22nd of October at Sunnyland Outdoor Living. That's right there in North Dallas, Texas. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Looks like the recent drop of Netflix subscribers is a blip, not a trend. The streaming giant has reversed its recent subscriber losses with a gain over the summer. Netflix picked up 2.4 million subscribers between July and September, offsetting a loss of 1.2 million in the first half of the year. And you ever wonder why some people are rarely bitten by mosquitoes while other mosquitoes feast on some of us? Me? Well, scientists have too, and they think they found the answer. Some folks, mosquitoes eat because they smell good. That's right. There are people who are actually mosquito magnets, have high levels of certain chemicals on the skin that are tied to odor and are appealing to mosquitoes. So if you're like myself, what can we do from being eaten up? Short answer is nothing. Really hard to change the level of chemicals that your body emits. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Marty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in the grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
See the donuts I brought in, Christy?
No, I didn't.
There's like six sad little, about quarter-sized donuts. I'll give these. They'll enjoy these.
These are the peasants.
There's like six of them.
Look at that bag.
Yeah.
Look at the top of the bag.
That has not changed.
It looks like
60 hands.
it's in a bag that you would light on fire and put on your neighbor's porch.
Yeah.
Why'd you decide to run them over before bringing them back?
10 hands have been.
Oh, and there's a hole in the bottom. So
Okay, throw them away. Sorry.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this. Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt. Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a hot pocket. So you know where I'm going.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Jessica Alsman. She joins us. There's Ace Cosby, manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
It's almost sexy time.
Yeah.
With Allie Breen. There she is. Before we get to you, Allie, we have another letter. We had a news story about a massage chair that almost took off some lady's foot. And then we got a nice letter from a lady truck driver who said that there is indeed a massage chair out there that gives you a little bit of a goose. On the backside, which she thought was very nice. I got this from another truck driver. Brad writes, oh, yes, I can confirm about that chair that gooses the user. They are in the driver's lounges at most Pilot Flying J truck stops.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
They don't all do it, but somehow some of them must get misaligned, and boy, they let you know about it. Thank you, Brad. Thanks for hauling that stuff out there. By the way, under the subject heading, he put B-hole chairs. Thank you, Brad. Get back on the road. We appreciate your hauling, whatever you're hauling. Now, it's the lovely Allie Breen. Are you actually at your house?
I am home. I'm in New York City, yes.
Now, is that a bottle of vodka behind you?
Yeah, sure is.
That is a bottle of vodka.
Was that a Belvedere?
Yeah.
That's a Belvedere, right? Not that I.
That is a Belvedere.
Yeah, not that I can tell. What, 2,000 miles away? Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's an impressive eye chick.
That's a good vodka.
It's my understanding that's the only thing you cook.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm very good at cooking martinis.
So what's on the tray behind you? I see.
It's like a bunch of
what's on
candles.
the tray?
There's candles in the little bowl thing, and that was a box of, I don't know, stuff. I should have paid attention what's behind me.
It's nice and
colorful. It was
colorful.
my birthday a couple weeks ago. It was from my birthday.
Happy
little
birthday.
Box.
Okay, well, very
Thank
nice.
you. Yeah.
Now, we have a little show here we call Sexy Time. People send you letters with their problems, and we try to solve them. Let's get right to it. What's our first letter?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend called me by his ex-girlfriend's name yesterday. Not during sex, but during a fight. How mad should I be?
That happens.
Give him a break.
Yeah.
That's actually funny.
If it's
he was
during a fight,
probably in his head saying, "Yeah, whenever Matilda and I would talk, then all of a sudden you're acting." Although he could have said, "You're acting like fill in the blank."
Right.
That's
bad.
real
Unless he
bad
did
idea.
it just to get to you. Ooh. But if it was an accident, like legit, because maybe they always fought. Yeah, it just triggered his muscle memory.
But I've called my kids by my dog's names and.
Oh yeah,
of
course.
You call us by your kids' names.
He was in an emotional state. Give him a break. Yeah. He didn't mean anything by it. Let it go.
Yeah, it could be a good thing because that's who pops into his head when he fights.
Yeah.
So if he's thinking of her when he fights, as long as it's not during sex. If it's during sex,
look,
is that a problem?
As a guy who's done this, he's not even thinking about her really. It was just, as Alsman said, muscle memory. So don't even worry that he's thinking about her or anything like that.
We need a little more context. That he said, "Why don't you jump off a large building, Matilda?" But that's his ex's name. Then maybe there's a problem. You see what I'm saying, John?
Right. Or if he said the opposite, if he said, "I don't want to fight with you, I still love you, Matilda."
Oh yeah, that'd be bad.
That would be a problem.
We've discovered there's not an easy answer here. But from what we've been presented, I would say get over it.
What is it, the famous Friends episode? I Take Thee, Rachel. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh, have you ever called a girlfriend the wrong name during sex or just in other situations?
It was in a fight. Yeah.
Oh, it was in a fight?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Man, and it did not help the fight.
So was she aware of the name?
Yep. Yeah. Boy, not happy.
But you didn't do it on purpose,
It was a total accident.
Okay.
Yep. And it was also her sister's name. It was the same.
Oh.
And so I felt like that, and her sister was, who I didn't care for, had just been over and left, and then we were fighting. And so that, I think it was more about having her name on my mind than my ex's, but what are you going to do?
Wait, Jessica brings up a good point. If you're really trying to get under someone's skin during a fight, do it on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's when you say
an
things.
amazing idea.
You know what women love is when you say, "Hey, you're acting like your mom."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that.
And then say, and I find that very attractive. Do you mind if I remove my pants? Okay, let's move on to our next letter. Allie Breen is ALLIBREEN. She's on various social media platforms. We'd love to hear from you, but first we have this, Allie.
Dear Allie, my girlfriend became a huge feminist and she no longer wants to, I don't know if I can say this on radio, so I'll say bob on my knob.
Oh, thank you for classing it up.
There we go.
Let me think.
That's a feminist angle? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
It's a
seems weird to
feminist
me.
thing. She says it's demeaning and it's one of my favorite things. Can I reason with her? I'm totally fine reciprocating for her.
I've heard a lot of feminists talk about how it's very empowering to them because they're in complete control. I think she just doesn't care to do it.
Or
She
using it
can't
as
hide
an
behind
excuse.
Yeah.
Also, when he said, I'd be happy to reciprocate, are you not already reciprocating?
No, he says I'm happy. I think he is.
I say
I'm
pretend
totally
it's a
fine
video
reciprocating.
game
I think he
and
is.
steer and start going, meow, 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 like you're driving the...
What do you think about that, Willie? That's your dad talking.
One day I hope I grow up to be just like him.
Just tell her if she does it, you promise to vote for AOC. You'll do feminist things.
I don't care if you're in Ohio. Write it in.
Yeah, exactly. You'll write her in wherever you're at.
There you go.
It still counts. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Yeah. I would say get out, but and it has really very little to do with the oral.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to our next letter.
And if you want the meaning, I can show you the meaning. Okay.
Dear Allie, I like wearing women's lingerie under my clothes. I'll sometimes bend over so people can get a little look at it in public.
Oh.
I get turned on by the excitement and slight humiliation. I've only ever done this secretly. How do I introduce this into my next relationship?
So is this from a guy?
Must be.
This is from a guy. Yeah.
Okay.
How is he bending over that would show lingerie?
Well, you know that
That's the whale tail.
Yeah, the old whale tail.
Yeah.
So maybe not necessarily lingerie, but sexy underwear or whatever.
Whatever under, yeah.
I think he should specifically seek out somebody who would be into it.
There's probably a website.
Exactly. Yeah, you can find places where, unless the idea is that you want to shock the person you're in a relationship with, I don't know.
That's what I was going to say. If humiliation is part of it, once you find someone else on board, doesn't it defeat the purpose?
That's a tough. That's a tough line to walk.
See, Bill Ruff at the gym.
Or at work. That's got to be a weird one. Imagine if chick bent over and had a whale tail. That would change the dynamic.
I told you that in confidence.
I don't know what a whale tail is.
It's like when you have a thong, like your string is kind of sticking up. Low-rise jeans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you know what that was?
Plumber's butt crack.
No, a whale tail. Did you know what that was?
Yeah, when you can see the underwear do that.
Do a string thing.
It looks like the tail of a whale.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like the tail of a whale.
So, yeah.
So the back of a thong is basically.
So what's your answer here? I'm confused. You're suggesting
you can do both.
Find what you did. Go on a site and find somebody who's into it.
And then date a bunch of broads you don't really like and just get the excitement that way, too. Just shock them.
Well, that seems...
I don't know why I said broads. I guess that feminist letter got me.
That seems hurtful.
Oh.
Again, disturbing at the gym, I think.
You could do both.
Sir, you dropped your headphones and your Crocodile panties.
Well, he likes it.
Well, yeah.
I think he likes it. Yeah, exactly. That's what he's looking for.
All right. Well,
I mean, that's when just date anyone, I guess. And then when they're shocked when they take your clothes off, it's going to have the right
just
effect.
wear the underwear that God all intended us to wear.
Tidy whities, right?
Tidy whities for men. All right? Shut up, weirdo.
You'll find your Cinderella. You'll find her.
I feel like there's a lot of bad things.
Be a him.
I hope God isn't that worried about underwear.
Yeah, I don't know what Billy McGee Graham over there is talking about.
I'll tell you one thing, mister.
I feel like the Lord's got a lot of issues to take care of first.
Yeah. Chick Falwell has something to say about it.
I don't want to be smited. Do you want to be smited? Smote?
What else do you have, Allie?
Smote. Dear Allie, I pay for everything when I go out with my girlfriend.
That's right.
We're coming up on 2 years.
Because that's the way we roll, Josh. I pay for everything. I like this guy already. Yeah.
We are coming up on 2 years, and she used to offer to pay for stuff, but she stopped long ago. Now, when she invites friends and family out, I have to pay for them too, and I don't think that's fair.
Yeah,
I don't know what to
stinks
do.
on
I
ice.
feel stuck.
This is easy. You just talk to her about it.
It really is easy.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just go, hey, baby, I'm happy to pay, but sometimes I need to budget. Just let me know when you invite friends and family. Maybe we can work something out. Yeah.
Have them throw
Maybe
it
you
in.
could do some hooking, pick up an extra 50.
That's always a fine suggestion.
Yeah,
Offer
maybe
to
you,
pimp her out.
Yeah, hey, let's put that ass out there on the street.
Yeah, hey, I bet we can get $200 a crack, 300 for both cracks.
oh my gosh.
Or just leave your.
You're not a feminist, are you? That's going to cost us.
I think, especially in this day and age, women, I mean, I offer to pay all the time. You it's a nice thing to do. She should still be offering.
If they've been going on for this length of time, I can see why she doesn't offer, because he's going to say no. But
but if it's just the two of them, but if he's paying for 18 people, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Here's a great idea. I got it. So she's out with her guy, and he's got her parents are along. Dine and dash.
That's good.
Just say, Earl, listen, when she goes in, we're getting up and running.
Make it a fun thing. Yeah.
You didn't valet park, did you?
Whoever they catch, that guy has to pay.
I mean, I would say forget your wallet, but dining and dashing is pretty. That's a lot better.
No, it's not. If they get away with it, the server has to pay.
All you have to do is talk to her.
The parents will cough up.
No, of course. I know you're kidding.
Now, Christy will back me up, and this so will Chick. We knew a guy.
Oh yeah.
That when you'd have a group dinner, this guy was famous. He had this radar that whenever the check would come, for some reason he'd be in the bathroom.
Amazing.
It was perfect.
I had to pee.
It became
Yep.
kind of a standard.
Yeah, Pat, can't you hold your bladder?
It wasn't bad.
I know it wasn't bad.
Our guest is Allie Breen. She's the host of Sexy Time. What else we got over there, Allie?
Dear Allie, I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years. He's divorced with 2 kids, and I've never met the ex or the children. Do I need to actually ask to meet them, or do I wait on him for this? This seems like way too long of a time to stay hidden, or do you guys think this is normal? Do you think he's hiding something?
He's still
or
married.
He's ashamed of?
No, he's not.
Wait, it's 2 years?
You just ask him. Just go, hey, I'd like to meet your
2
kids.
years?
Hey, you do that in the first
that's
date?
a long time.
That's a
Pat,
long
what'd you
time.
say, Pat?
You do that in the first date.
Here's Jimmy. You like to bring Jimmy along.
Jimmy comes with me.
This is my son. He loves you.
Unless the ex will not allow it.
I was going to say, who knows what deal they have. Talk to him.
Oh, that's
After
Just
2
ask.
years?
2 years is a
Maybe
long.
you have no idea how the custody schedule. Maybe it just doesn't work out. Just ask him what's
or
up.
he's not allowed to see his kids.
Jesus, you ladies.
Or he's still married, or he lives with another girlfriend. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot.
God, you're right.
Maybe he was afraid to introduce his kids because it would scare you off. So if you're enthusiastic about it,
maybe he doesn't want to introduce you to his kids because he's not that serious about you.
Oh, geez.
Maybe his kids are just brats and he's trying to give himself a break.
Yeah.
That's a stronger possibility.
With you as a vacation.
Maybe the kids suck. They're weird. They smell bad.
Yeah.
There are kids like that out there.
Maybe one of them's named Willie. You don't know.
I want an update.
Willie still hasn't met Tom's girlfriend.
That's
But
very funny.
in
Let's not get
divorce
into that.
situations, a lot of times they don't introduce the kids until they know they're really serious. So that's why I'm saying maybe he's just not to that point yet.
Yeah.
So
Is that weird to ask to meet them in that case? You
No.
would think he's
No,
the
it's
one who
not
should bring
weird.
it up.
Talk to your boyfriend, dummy.
Yeah.
Maybe the kids are incredibly ugly and he doesn't want her to think that that's the kind of sperm he's throwing out.
Hey, listen, my children are real uggos, all right?
When you've seen my ex, she's gorgeous. So
The important part is whatever you do, end it with dummy.
Okay, let's move on. Our guest is Allie Breen.
Always
Once again, it's Allibreen. Allie is a lovely young lady. She is a comedian, and she's also the host of Sexy Time. And she often appears on the TV on the late night.
Why do you say it like that?
That's the way he wants to say it in
The
real life, but he
TV.
makes it seem like a joke.
By saying it like that, people are going, what's going on? Oh, and they actually start listening.
Oh,
gotcha.
That's
radio trick.
That's my
There we
theory.
go.
No, it's not a radio trick because no one else is stupid enough to do it in American radio. If it worked, it would be used by everyone. I'm sorry. Allie, what else have we got?
Dear Allie, my wife and I are separated and working on a divorce. I recently sent her a heartfelt email about how I feel like we didn't try hard enough to save our relationship and asked her to attend counseling with me. She responded she needs time to process, and I haven't heard anything after that for a week and a half. Do I wait around or take that response as an answer? Or lack of response as an answer?
Oh, take it as an answer. A week and a half may not be long enough for her to process.
Yeah. And in business world, just send a follow-up email. Per my last email, you know.
That
Have you considered my past request?
Yeah, give
Please
her
let me know.
A week and a half might not be long enough to process, but if it gets to be like 10 days, we need to pick it up. Let's go.
Got to plan the holidays, yeah.
the best.
Yeah, I wish you the best too, but that doesn't. I don't know.
Good for
I have
you
a
for
bad
putting
mode
yourself
feeling.
back out there, though, and like trying to, you know, make it work.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Tom,
That
what
he
are your
offers.
thoughts
It's
on
rare that a guy offers therapy.
Yeah.
He wants to work on things, I think.
I unfairly hate the phrase process.
Oh, I get it.
It's everywhere now.
Right.
I need to process.
Process and trauma.
Process
Everyone's
implies
processing
that
their
there's
trauma all the time.
Process implies that there's a solution.
To me, it
And
sounds like she's
Often there
already
isn't,
replaced him.
for anything.
But this is a nice effort, wouldn't you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. Oh, definitely a nice effort. That's why I didn't say anything.
Nice effort on his part. I think she's already moved on.
Maybe not.
Yeah, she has.
Oh,
Maybe she's just slow.
She's working on herself.
Maybe. Yeah, that's all right. Maybe this lady's not that smart.
There are too many big words.
She's.
What is an email?
It's,
you know,
it's
stuff
an
like
easy
that.
way to put it off and
Was
ignore
process spelled with 3 S's?
Yeah, PROSESS.
Maybe write her back. Look, since we're not going to get back together, I was listening to this radio show. I got a great idea about you going out as a prostitute. I forget who said it, but
We wish you the best. sir.
Yes,
I hope
we
you all
all
do well.
if you want to be part of this, and who wouldn't, it's Allie Breen, ALLIBREEN. Are you on the road this weekend, Allie? What's going on with you?
I am. I'm in Milwaukee at the Potawatomi Casino.
All right.
That's the Potawatomi there.
Potawatomi.
Is that it? I do not know how to say that. I was trying
Potawatomi
read
wants
it
to go up
off
there
of
and
here.
see you. But
Potawatomi doesn't. Yeah.
Potawatomi is too busy this week.
Tom, I got 20 minutes on Potawatomi.
Yeah, you were just in Milwaukee, Willie.
Yeah, it's great. I'll send you some restaurants to go to, Allie. I love it up there.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh, I would love that. That's perfect. Everything closes early, though, right? I keep being told eat early.
Mm-hmm.
Is there?
Yeah, Allie,
an early,
we're trying to name Josh's new album, and Josh wants to call it. Josh wants to call it Josh Arnold Live.
I like it.
Which
It's
to
my
me-
first comedy CD. I think Josh Arnold Live is classy and simple. What do you think, Allie?
To the point. Yeah. What about that?
Used 100 times.
Right.
That
Who could forget
darn
Lenny
Arnold.
Bruce's first album, Josh Arnold Live?
I gotta.
How about
Allie's,
why stop there? Just say Josh Arnold live doing stand-up in front of some people.
Allie said that darned Arnold. That's pretty good. That is
That darned Arnold.
How about Hey Arnold? Is that still a thing?
That's
Hey
a
Arnold?
trade.
Are you going to a Halloween party, Allie?
Okay, cuss suck my.
Are you going to?
Am I going to a Halloween
Yes.
party? No, I usually end up doing stand up on Halloween, and some people dress up. I haven't in a while, but I don't know.
Oh, don't.
I'll usually throw some cat whiskers on and some ears, maybe, if I feel like I should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pussycat face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks,
That's what I
Allie.
call myself.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye, Allie.
Potawatomi.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Allie.
Right now, I want to bring the show
To further hope?
reel it in, and talk about. We're always looking at our phones. Everybody's on them all the time. Why? Because they're great and they hook us up with the digital world. And Roman is the digital health clinic for men. And right now, Roman's got something very special. Generic Viagra, also known as sildenafil, $4 a dose. As I said before, that's less than that cup of coffee that you had this morning. So check this out. Once again, it's from Roman, and you find him, of course, at getroman.com/BT show. And that's ROMAN. Getroman.com/BT show. Generic Viagra, sildenafil, just $4 a dose. So we're talking about digital healthcare. You hook up with the folks at Roman. You do it online. You'll complete a free online visit with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. And if a treatment is appropriate, Cha-ching, there you go. Free 2-day shipping from Roman. Check it out. Discreetly packaged, by the way. And it's all from our friends at Roman. GetRoman.com/BT show today. Once again, we have generic Viagra, $4 per dose. It's also known as sildenafil, $4 a dose. GetRoman.com/BT show. Coming up, something important and historical. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry? What did you say? From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not moving on this.
I can tell. We can tell. I can tell your lips are pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy.
Timmy?
It's Julie.
Can Timmy? Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand him the phone.
You're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay, great. Go ahead.
I'll have to call you back.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, bobandtom.com is our website. This is the Bob and Tom Show, and you're listening on Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Mark Allison. bobandtom.com. Check out all the information about our cast members, news, information, all of the videos, the Bob and Tom Show puppets smacking Tom around. Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's a nice little wormhole to crawl in, but you may not be able to crawl out. But that's okay. We'll take good care of you. bobandtom.com, and we always love to hear from our listeners. If you have a request or want a junior win bag, Tom or Chick or Josh, feel free. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We read all the emails that come in, and then we sort them out, delete them if needed. And we also pass them along to Tom and Chick and Josh and Christy and Willie and Ace and Pat. Wherever it needs to go, we make sure it gets there. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. And we always love to hear from our listeners, especially if you're requesting something funny or telling us how much you love us. Coming up, things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show and a look at history as we look back on this October 19th from Professor Tom Griswold on the way. Don't go anywhere. We're not done with you knuckleheads yet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Major League Baseball playoffs. Bryce Harper homered again. Kyle Schwarber hit a jaw-dropping 488-foot drive. And Zach Wheeler, brilliant in throwing one-hit ball for 7 innings. Phillies over the Padres in Game 1 of the NLCS 2-0 in San Diego. And at the stadium, Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge both had home runs. And the Yankees rocked past the Guardians 5-1 in the decisive Game 5 of the American League Divisional Series to set up a rematch with the Houston Astros this afternoon for the American League pennant. Opening night in the NBA last night, Golden State got their banner and their rings and the win. They beat the Lakers 123-109 and Boston over Philly 126-117. NHL in regulation, New Jersey, Philly, Ottawa, the Islanders, Calgary, and Buffalo all win. Blue Jackets win in overtime, beating Vancouver, and the Kings win in a shootout, beating Nashville. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson. He's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13. And a half.
Oh, boy.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of illegal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Listening with Gunner this afternoon.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold is here.
Hello.
There's Jessica Halsman.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I've been brushing up on my hippie vocabulary.
Oh, good.
To help out Christy.
This is great news.
So
Some of
excited.
that stuff is news to me.
Yeah.
Do you know the hippie term grok?
No.
Yikes.
What does it stand for?
Gruel in a crock pot?
To know is human, but to grok is divine. What is this? It's from Stranger in a Strange Land.
I don't know. Somebody's feeding you.
Understand something
Oh,
fully.
that Robert Heinlein book.
Yeah, okay. But a lot of these you'll know. Don't Bogart That Joint, Man.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, a great little feat song. Don't Bogart That Joint. From the Fraternity of Man. Do you know what that one means, Christy?
What?
Don't Bogart that joint.
Yeah, you got to pass the joint along. You can't
And
just...
what's that based on?
Humphrey Bogart?
Humphrey Bogart, because he'd always have that cigarette.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't see him passing a cigarette. Hey, Sam.
We don't usually
play it, Sam. You played it for her. You can play it for me, by the way. Can I have one of your smokes?
We don't usually do that. Share cigarettes, do you?
No. So
Okay.
It's just a phrase. I'm trying to help you do your hippie costume.
So if I dress as a hippie, I have to talk like a hippie now.
Yeah, and that costume won't cost you a lot of bread. Get it?
Sure, yeah.
Dough.
Yeah, that'd be a bummer if you didn't go.
Yeah.
Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Groovy.
Okay. Yeah. Now, see, groovy's the perfect word.
Groovy's a great word.
You never use it unless you were joking, right?
Groovy.
That movie was really groovy.
Yeah.
Really? What is it?
What was wrong with it?
Is it 1966 and you're Paul Simon? What? It's time now to review what we learned on the show.
No, it's time for Today in History. What number is it, Tom?
Oh, gosh. I have not looked at this.
Oh, gosh, is his reply.
It's October 19th.
19.
Okay, doesn't matter what year. Okay, here we go.
22?
October 19th, 1853. Oh, I like this one. Hawaii's first flour mill, which, of course, opened up for that great Hawaiian bread. You've ever made French toast with that stuff?
No.
It's delicious. That Hawaiian bread, you ever had that?
I've had it, but I've never made French toast.
Oh, you haven't lived. It's delicious. 1973, Ringo Starr releases the album Photograph.
Thanks for nothing, Ringo.
Yeah.
Today that would be called sexting. All I want is a picture of your... Okay. Let's see now. Is that the one that had Year 16 on it?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was like
Fortunate
50 at the time. Very.
Check over listeners.
I think Photograph was on Ringo's rotogravure or whatever the hell that word was.
Yikes. That's a Japanese term meaning audio turd. 1985, Aha's song reached #1. Anyone?
Take on Me?
Take on Me.
Take on Me. What does that mean exactly?
Take on me, like date me, take on me.
Take me on, take on.
You think you got problems now? Take on me.
Yeah, right.
That's one way of looking at it, yeah.
Pat's theme song.
That's right. Take on me, baby.
1985. This is kind of
Take on my wife, please.
relatable. The first Blockbuster video store opened in Dallas, Texas, 1985.
Cool.
And I think there's one left now.
But Bend, Oregon?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that one's still open.
Yeah. And then Donnie Baker's cousin Lonnie, I believe, bought a franchise last week. So there's some sucker out there selling them. Let's see. That's boring. How about happy birthday? Is it John? Does he pronounce it Lithgow or Lithgow?
I don't know how he pronounces it.
I've always said Lithgow.
Yeah.
He's great.
He is great.
He can do anything.
Terrific actor. Evander Holyfield. You know why he's famous, Christy?
He's a boxer?
And?
No.
Famous for being a victim in a way.
Got his ear bit.
Oh, that's right, by Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson bit his ear.
How did I forget that?
Yeah. To this day, he will not eat cauliflower.
I sure won't.
John Favreau.
I love him.
Great actor. Ever go see the movie Swingers?
Yeah, great director.
Now he's
awesome.
like the guy in the Marvel Universe.
And Star Wars.
Trey Parker, one of the guys from Southport and the great
South
play.
Park.
What did I say? Southport?
Yeah, he said Southport.
Wow.
Comedic genius, I say.
Go Buffs. The Book of Mormon. Great stage play. Just tremendous. And they haven't been canceled somehow.
I've seen that one.
It's because they're so smart.
Yeah. Good for that's fantastic.
Time now for things we learned today on the Bob and Tom Show. We learned Christy's going to go to a Halloween party dressed as a hippie chick.
Now I'm not even going to go to the party.
Yeah, I would not. Don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you at all on that count.
Come on, baby, let your freak flag fly.
I love that. A
little bit of David Crosby.
Tom's never been able to speak hip.
I'm trying right now.
He's
hey,
trying.
chick, keep on trucking.
Colts owner Jim Irsay, ready for Dan Snyder to sell the team.
A last-minute addition to the Josh Arnold CD name. This is pretty good. Josh Arnold Untugged.
I got Josh Arnold, My Mom is Rich. The San Diego Padres have instituted the Rally Goose for this year's playoffs.
And did you have the thing about there's a massage chair that gooses you while you're sitting in it?
You have that in there?
You can tie right in, really.
Massage chair. It massages your butt and your bee-hole.
Isn't that at the bottom of a hive?
That is from...
A bee-hole?
That was an email from Jennifer. According to her, it really gets in there.
Josh, would you want to do something with a visual gag? You get a leather jacket on and you have Ace and you're leaning against Ace and you call it Porn to Run?
No, I'm not interested in any visual.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Audio or album art parody.
Okay, fine.
How about that?
Thank you so much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.